30 seconds till broadcast. Mark.
From the Auburn Sports Network and Playfly Sports, Auburn baseball is on the air. 25 NCAA tournaments, 8 regional titles, and 6 trips to the College World Series. Exclusive game day coverage begins with the leadoff show. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
Auburn baseball took down Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago at Plainsman Park. Tonight, the Tigers do battle against the Yellow Jackets in Atlanta. Good evening in War Eagle. Welcome to another night of Auburn Tiger baseball alongside Jason Caldwell at Russ Chandler Stadium. I'm Brad Law. Quinn Burkeen is in our Skyview studios. Christian Chatterton gets his first start of the season tonight in 3 career appearances against Georgia Tech, including 2 midweek starts last season. Chatterton has allowed 2 runs on 3 hits with 12 strikeouts in 9 innings of work. Cooper Underwood opposes him. The freshman is 1-0, 10 innings pitched and an earned run average just under 7 for Georgia Tech. We'll talk about the pitching. We'll talk about the offense. So we'll talk about what it means to play this game in this ballpark, all coming up on the Butch Thompson pregame report. That follows these messages. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with the Butch Thompson pregame report.
What a gorgeous night to be back in Atlanta and renew this end of this fun rivalry tonight.
Yeah, it is. What a great Georgia Tech team. What a beautiful field. Just the whole setting down here downtown, if you can get through all this traffic here. So we left a little bit early, but we're in the dugout. We're settled and ready to get going. You're right. Still a number 3 team in the country. Still scored a lot of runs since we played them last. So, we'd like to some of that rub off and get to scoring some runs ourselves. But nonetheless, excited to get back out here tonight.
It has not been that long since the first matchup. How much from a single game do you take in a situation like this where it's home and away and you're playing the team a couple of weeks after the first meeting?
Yeah, it's all just different, and it changes only in a couple of weeks, right? These guys coming off a big sweep versus NC State, and I think we were coming off of that momentum of Missouri, and now we're coming off of getting swept, and so it can be in two different places. But nonetheless, you wake up and you keep moving, you get back on, and you start grinding again. So Kristen Chatterton gets the start, so it'll be a different starter for us. They have a different starter tonight and a left-hander for those guys. So a lot of things have changed. So this is a lot of different complexion. That lineup still potent, and we can't give them extra stuff. We actually did a little bit off our game plan in Auburn, where we walked 6 of those batters, but we were tough and got out of innings and struck them out 16 times. I looked for a different game, but our whole deal is to not allow them to, they've scored so many runs in bunches, they kind of gang up on you. So you got to pitch through them, not to them, like we talked about last week. And just all those freebies, that fuels their fire, especially a team that scored more runs than anybody in America.
Chad is comfortable and familiar with this position, having started virtually all of last season. So what do you say to him? What do you look for from him tonight?
Yeah, just waited his time. We're going to put Andreas back in the rotation because we're short and start a series on Thursday. So those two guys started a ton of games for us last year, and Chat's even done some weekend work for us already this year. But I'm not surprised that we get to this point. It'll be the first time of the year we kind of switch around some things, but our 4 starters have been amazing. The strength of our ball club and Chatterton, we feel like we need all 4 of those starters to engage in the weekend. So hopefully Petrovic and Sanders, one of those guys will start on Saturday. One of them will help out in the bullpen. But Chatterton's got one of the best changeups out there, and he started against these guys at least once last year, maybe both times, and was successful. We got our hands cut out, but we've won the last 5 in this series, and want to come out and play good baseball and get going playing good baseball again and feel better about ourselves and put some things together. But he'll have a tall order, but he's faced these guys before, and he's a sophomore. Our veterans are our sophomores. Yeah. That's where the youth of the team and all that we've been trying to talk about the last month. This is our older guys, our veteran guys, and he's pitched against them and in our league, and Chat's ready for this tonight. I think he'll be able to use his fastball more. Yeah. He's been coming in some jams and a lot of sliders and breaking balls, and actually come in this first game against Georgia Tech and got us out of a big jam for inning 2/3. I think this is a chance for him to increase his fastball usage and lay some tracks, but still use his best pitches and what he's doing in a start. So that's the only change. I think he can increase his fastball usage and use this thinking he's going to try to go 3 or 4 innings instead of coming in to get us out of a jam and maybe one more.
Lastly, a bit of an odd question maybe, but here we go down the tracks. Anything about playing in this ballpark that you do differently offensively, or that you can't do from an offensive standpoint, that's specific to playing these guys here?
We're going to see a left-handed starter tonight, and Brad, I think it'll be announced that Arkansas will have 2 left-handed starters as well. So I think, whenever you get backed into a corner, that was our first road loss of the year, wound up being 3. Your back gets against the wall a little bit, and you start thinking about, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we're going through a lot of health stuff, guys in and out. I feel like we're a little bit healthier now. Even going through this series where we didn't get wins, we're a little bit healthier, and Bub's the one we're worried about the most, but I think we get him back in there. We need to get to our best team, put that best team on the field. Here at this ballpark, you got to predominantly, all these years I've played here, whether I coached at Auburn or Georgia, Mississippi State, been in regionals, super regionals, and all that stuff at all 3 stops. This field is a right center field jet stream most times, and we got to get out here. It looks like it's blowing straight out toward left center, but that right center field where it hums and plays shorter to right than it does to center and left. So we're not scared of the extra left-handed hitter. And if you're going to try to put your best team on the field, which I think I'm trying to commit to do and tell you guys and our fans, like, we're going to have some left-handers in there. We're going to hunker down, and Bub's got to have left-on-left at bat. Ballou or Mason McCrane in right field's got to have left-on-left at bat. Chase Fralick's got to have solid left-on-left at bats. Madrigal, we believe in him, and he gives us some real age and experience. He's got to have left-on-left at bats. So I think this is a commitment for a week and see where we're at, because we're going to see 3 out of the 4 left-handed starters this week, and we're not going to run and hide. We're going to kind of absolutely step in there and play with the guys that we think is our best 9 this week. So that's kind of where I feel like we're at. And again, an extra left-handed hitter in this ballpark can make a big difference.
Cannot wait to watch him out there, Coach. Thanks for the visit. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal, book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
We'll start with the home team, Georgia Tech, 22 wins and 5 losses, one of those 5 at Plainsman Park 2 weeks ago. Drew Burris, the center fielder, leads it off. Vaughn Lackey catches and hits second. The second baseman, Jared Advincula, hits third. Cleanup hitter is the right fielder, Alex Hernandez. Batting fifth and playing first base, it's Kent Schmidt. Ryan Zuckerman plays third, and he'll bat sixth. Batting seventh at short, it's Carson Kearse. Will Baker is the DH. He'll hit eighth. And batting ninth and starting in left field, it's Parker Brocious. Again for the Yellow Jackets, it's Burris, Lackey, Advincula, Hernandez, Schmidt, Zuckerman, Kearse, Baker, and Brocious. Now for your Auburn Tigers, the visitors tonight, 20 wins and 7 losses on the year. Bristol Carter in center field at the top of the lineup. Then it's Chase Fralick, the catcher, hitting second. Chris Rembert plays second base and bats third tonight. The cleanup man is the DH, Eddie Madrigal. Eric Guevara starts at third base. He will bat fifth. Hitting sixth in left field, it's Bub Terrell. Ethan Bingaman starts at first base. He'll bat seventh. Hitting eighth in right field, it's Cade Ballou. And batting ninth, the starting shortstop, Brandon McCrane. Again, for Butch Thompson's Tigers, Carter, Fralick, Rembert, Madrigal, Guevara, Terrell, Bingaman, Ballou, and McCrane. First pitch is coming up next between Auburn and Georgia Tech. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Enjoy baseball and softball season on the Plains with live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance. Auburn Sports Network broadcasts are available with no delay at both Plainsman Park and Jane B. Moore Field. Every grand slam, stolen base, and strikeout, yours with no delay. Look for the live sports radio kiosk around the ballpark. Live sports radio lets you take the broadcast with you at every football game, plus home men's and women's basketball games, baseball, and softball. Live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. so listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
We are back in Atlanta alongside Jason Caldwell. I'm Brad Law, and we are getting set for baseball tonight at Russ Chandler Stadium. Before we go through Georgia Tech's pitching and defense, Jason, just a thought about what Auburn needs to, what is a successful night for Auburn aside from, win the game?
Yeah, I think you got to get some offense going and swinging the bat, get back to I think opposite field approach again, two-strike hitting. We've seen it. Look, I know that they wanted to see more power out of this group, and I think it's there. But I think right now, look, they got to focus on the line drive approach, opposite field approach. Look, we've seen when Bub and Chase Fralick and even Eric Guevara, Chris Rembert, when they've been at their best, that's what they've done. And so see if they can get back to doing some of that stuff. But look, this is also a very flat surface. I wouldn't be surprised to see Auburn try to get the bunt game going a little bit because there's not any crown at all around these lines. And so see Bristol Carter especially, see if you can get some things going and try to get the run game going early.
All right, Cooper Underwood, the pitcher for Georgia Tech. Before we give you his numbers, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Underwood in 4 starts and 1 relief appearance. He's 1-0 with a 6.97 earned run average. 10 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs, all earned. He has walked 7 and struck out 10. He's given up 1 double, no homers. He's hit 3 batters but thrown no wild pitches. Teams are batting .250 against Cooper Underwood. 6'1", 190, and a true freshman. And he was slotted by James Ramsey as the Sunday starter to start the year. And you just heard the numbers. They were okay. Yeah. They were fine. They weren't outstanding. They moved him into 1 relief outing. He has not pitched in about a week and a half, and he is ready to go tonight in this midweek battle. He's from Ackworth, Georgia, Alatoona High School, freshman lefty. Behind him, Parker Brocious in left, Drew Burris in center, Alex Hernandez in right. Along the infield, third to first, Ryan Zuckerman, Carson Kearse, Jared Advincula, Kent Schmidt, Vaughn Lackey behind the plate, and Underwood to face Carter, Fralick, and Rembert to get things going. First pitch weather forecast presented by Jackson Services. When your comfort quits, Jackson Services shows up. Heating, air, and plumbing done right the first time. Wind and the delivery. We are underway, and the first pitch misses low and outside. 4-1, 1-0 to Bristol Carter.
Yeah, and that's the other part of this is, Brad, like you don't have to go up there planning to be patient, but you got to swing at strikes.
Yeah.
And, too many balls outside the zone last weekend especially.
81 degrees, mostly sunny skies as we get this one going. There's a fast strike in there to Carter, 1-1. The count. Temperatures expected to fall through the 70s, into the low 70s throughout our game tonight. A little bit of a breeze out of the south at about 5 miles an hour. 1-1, high bouncing ball back up the middle. Gloved by Kearse. He throws low, but it's fielded by Schmidt over there for the out. And Carter is retired for the first out of the game. Swung at a breaking ball, got over the top of it, grounded it to Kearse for the out, 1 away. Jackson Services is family-owned since 1973. Call Jackson Services today and feel the difference. Jackson Services, delivering comfort, creating trust. All right, here's Chase Fralick. He's bumped up into the 2-hole tonight. First pitch. Off speed in there for a strike. 0-1.
And I think if you're Auburn's lefties right now, you're going to have to go look breaking ball first and adjust fastball. And that's not normal, but I think that's what you're going to have to do until they show they can hit their breaking ball.
Pitch a little bit low. 1-1 the count. We are much lower to the ground here than we are at other places.
Yeah,
got a real good view of the strike zone.
Really good. And so, you can do up, down a little bit more. As 89, so a guy that can get it up there a little bit, but I think it's going to be, can you adjust a breaking ball, go the other way, let it see it deep.
Pitch, fastball, outside corner. 1-2 the count to Fralick. Micah Holman calling the balls and strikes. We're looking over his right shoulder at the action. Ryan Clark at first, Craig Barron at second, Will Posey over at third. They play the shift against Fralick.
Yeah, avoid rolling over the ground ball if you're Chase. Go the other way.
1-2, fouled straight back.
Wow, he challenged him with a fastball, 91.
Came right after him. Fralick fouled it away.
And had a good swing.
Most of the field in shadows, entire left side in shadows, entire infield in shadows. Right field still in the sunlight. 1-2. Breaking ball, that's looped into right center field. That's a base hit. Fralick takes a turn at first. He's headed for second. Chase Fralick on his horse for second. He slides in feet first with a double. A 1-2 pitch, and Fralick hammered it into the gap in right center field. Chase Fralick with his 10th double of the season, and just like that, a man in scoring position for Chris Rembert.
Yeah, just what we were talking about. He waited on the breaking ball, didn't try to do too much with it, but drove it. That ball carried further than I thought it was going to off the bat, too. And that is a short porch. I mean, it's 350 in the power alley in right field, as Butch Thompson was talking about. That's where you could hit and have some success in this ballpark especially.
Chris Rembert has driven in 20 runs, and he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off to the left side. 0-1 the count to the Auburn second baseman.
Yeah, breaking ball up, and Chris just out in front of it a little bit there.
333, 3 home runs, 20 driven in for Rembert. Fralick at second, 1 out. Outfield straightaway and deep. Wind is blowing out toward left center. Here's the pitch. Rembert swings and pops that one up into center field. Burris waits on it, makes the catch. Fralick retreats to second base. Got it a little off the end of the bat, a little up the barrel, and a fly out to center for Rembert. That brings Eddie Madrigal to the plate. Well, Underwood has gotten in front of hitters. He's gotten ahead in the count. Fralick doubled on a 1-2 pitch. Now Eddie Madrigal has a chance. He's 4 for 13, still looking for his first RBI.
Seen the big lefty have some really good swings. He didn't get paid off. Got robbed a couple times last weekend.
First pitch through is a strike, 0-1.
If he can get something to turn on right here, those cedar trees in right field are not very far for a big guy like Eddie Madrigal.
334 down the line in right, 320 down the line in left, but the wind does carry more to right. Here's the pitch. 0-1. Called strike at the top of the strike zone on the inside corner. Madrigal gets right up there on the plate, so anything in has him sort of bouncing out of the way.
Yeah, got to protect here and just try to find a hole somewhere.
No balls, 2 strikes. Underwood checks second, comes home, and misses high. 1-2 the count. Auburn in the road gray jerseys, gray pants, navy blue numerals, letters, orange trim, navy blue headgear. Georgia Tech in the cream-colored white jerseys and pants, navy blue pinstripe down the pant leg. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Madrigal swings and misses at a high fastball, and the inning is over. No runs, a 1-out double, no hits. Fralick stranded at second through half an inning. Auburn nothing. Georgia Tech coming to bat against Christian Chatterton. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn place kicker Alex McPherson.
I think the only time I really thought, like, am I still going to be able to play football was when we were talking about the surgery. And then my surgeon came in and was like, Ralph Benershka. And I was like, no. And until we looked him up, and he kicked in the NFL with 2 bags. And now I talk to Ralph a lot. And so it's just cool. So we looked him up, and my surgeon assured me, he was like, yeah, you can still play football with a bag. Like, you can do anything with a bag. Like, you could skydive, you can scuba dive, you can do all sorts of things. You don't have to be done playing football. And so that was definitely exciting for me because I didn't want to be done with football.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn gets a hit but does not score in the top of the first, and now Christian Chatterton goes to work in the bottom of the first inning. Chatterton, a right-hander out of Brooks High School in Killen, 6 feet, 203 pounds, sophomore right-hander. This is his first start of the year, but he was Auburn's returning leader in starts, earned run average, innings pitched, and strikeouts from a fantastic freshman campaign. We talk about all those freshman offensive and position players, but Auburn had a handful of really standout freshmen on the mound a year ago, and not the least of those was Christian Chatterton.
Yeah, obviously the key for him is, first of all, keeping the ball down. His breaking ball sometimes has a tendency to be up a little bit, but the changeup, breaking ball have to be down against this team that has more of a Notre Dame look tonight than Georgia Tech with their old gold
shiny
batting helmet.
Shiny old gold batting helmet. They do. They look exactly like the shiny Notre Dame football helmets.
And you got to face one of the best lineups in the country. Auburn did a good job of handling them the first time around. And Andres Alvarez got ahead, and he also kept the ball down in the zone. And that's going to be a big key tonight with these guys.
Burris, Lackey, and Advincula, the first three due up for Georgia Tech here in the bottom of the first inning. Chatterton 2-0, an earned run average of 2.8 and change. First pitch is popped up on the right side of the infield. Bingaman looking into the sky, way up there. It finally drops down into his glove for the first out. One pitch, one out in the bottom of the first. Going to deal with a little bit of a breeze as it gets up there, but Bingaman didn't have to move a whole lot over at first base.
That was a sky high. And listen, you got really aggressive lineup for Georgia Tech, and again, if you can get ahead, you can force them to swing at some pitches they might not want to.
Now 13 innings pitched in 6 relief outings and the beginning of tonight's game. 10 hits, 4 runs, 6 walks, 15 strikeouts. There's a breaking ball for strike one to Vaughn Lackey. Lackey batting .423.
Yep.
It's the last day of March, and he's still hitting .423.
Big catcher, long arms, and gets a lot of bat speed.
10 homers, 37 driven in the pitch.
That's a good pitch.
Didn't get the outside corner. Maybe was a bit up. 1-1 the count to Lackey.
Yeah, I mentioned last time. Vaughn Lackey reminds me of Charles Johnson that called for the Miami Marlins when he was, long, athletic-looking guy. Looks more like a two-guard.
Yep. Wind in the pit. Off speed in there for a strike. Change up 1 and 2 to Lackey. So he's seen the breaking ball. He has seen the change up.
And he saw a fastball.
Yep.
Right.
So he's
seen
the big three.
If you throw the breaking ball, it's got to be down and away right here for Chatterton. You can't leave it over the heart of the plate.
Chatterton off the right side of the rubber, squares his shoulders, goes into the wind, the pitch. Threw him the breaking ball, popped up back this direction.
Got a lot of the play, got away with it there. Got to bury that one a little bit more. He's come back fastball up right here. If you can get it up to the letters right here. Because you're way ahead.
10 homers, 36 driven in, 7 stolen bases. He can hit for power, he can run. Pitch to Lackey. Fly ball, left field, well hit and deep, but foul.
Yeah, it's 2 pitches there, breaking balls that were too much up and over the plate there. And obviously that one was so far in, he wasn't going to be able to keep that one fair. But got to get that ball down with 2 strikes.
That has been kind of the saving grace of those last 2 pitches. They've been in enough.
Correct.
Now another 1-2. Popped up right side, foul territory, long run Bingaman giving chase. He reaches against the net. No.
I thought he caught it.
I did too. That ball must have hit the net just before he could get over there to it. Bingaman with a great effort and kind of ran into that padded wall over on that right side. So we'll come back and we do it again. The fourth 1-ball, 2-strike pitch.
I like that fastball up there. Now go breaking ball down and away. See if you can bury it.
Here's the pitch. Missed upstairs.
Went back-to-back fastballs. That one was up a little more.
Tried to make him chase there, and he didn't do it. 2-2 the count. Lackey only 15 strikeouts this year, the pitch. Curveball hit on the ground to third. Guevara gloves near the line, throws in a hurry, and he got him for the out. Lackey gets down that line in a hurry, and it was a high, slow bouncer that Guevara gloved right along the third base line and then threw out Lackey for out number 2.
He does such a good job on the slow rollers of not going in a straight line.
Yeah.
Because he rounded himself off, so he was moving towards first when he caught the ball, so he's able to get more on the throw. So the half second you lose by fielding the ball, you gain a lot more on the throw, and he does a great job.
His throws, too. He's not the rare back throw. He looks like he's throwing darts, but it's a solid, smooth motion. There's a line drive into left field for Advincula. Bub Terrell comes on and makes a sliding catch in left field. What a play by Bub Terrell. Got a great jump on the ball and then timed the slide like he was sliding into second with a double. He'll try to do that next inning offensively. 3 up, 3 down go the Yellow Jackets in the first, including 2 first pitch outs. We're scoreless through 1 in Atlanta. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Back at Rush Chandler Stadium in Atlanta on what is right now a gorgeous night for baseball. Sun is still shining. We got the high white clouds and the Atlanta skyline in the distance. They do a terrific job with this field. It's kind of hard to believe you're locked right in the middle of a huge metro area. Yeah. And then you have grass that would make anybody envious right here at this ballpark. We're scoreless as we go to the second inning. Good first inning from Christian Chatterton. A couple of one-pitch outs, and then he won a long battle with Lackey. Guevara, Terrell, Bingaman, righty against Cooper Underwood here in the second inning. Guevara stands in from the right side, and the first pitch to him off speed falls in for a strike. Started him with a changeup. 0-1. Eric batting .312. 4 home runs, 21 RBIs on the year.
You're going to get some strikes tonight. I think he's going to be a strike thrower.
0-1. Missed outside with a fastball, 1-1. The second inning is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Underwood off the left side of the rubber. He rocks and fires. And it's hit foul up the right side. Hernandez gives it a run, but that's going to fall just beyond the bleacher seats. Good crowd.
Yeah.
Student section's full.
Obviously here it's you just can't hop over to the ballpark. It has to be a plan. So there'll be people to continue to show up throughout the night.
Pitch. Off speed, fouled back and over the stands.
That's it right there. Let it get deep, fight it off, and then look, handle the fastball if you can, but expect the breaking ball here. And Eric's the guy that when the breaking ball's up, when it's in the dirt, that's his swing pitch. But if it's up, he's usually pretty good at getting barrel on it.
Here's the 1-2. Swing, popped up right side, shallow right field. Hernandez coming in. He calls off Advincula, and the right fielder puts it away. Shallow right pop up for Guevara. There's out number 1 in the second. And Bub Terrell, the batter. His average, an even .300. 4 home runs, 17 driven in.
And, I mean, listen, Bub has to see the breaking ball up, and he needs to think about hitting the ball to the scoreboard because he's just been so far ahead of it. Stay back on it because you're going to get a heavy dose of them.
First pitch, grounded back behind the plate, 0-1.
Yeah, got a fastball. It was down in the zone.
Well, and if you missed the pregame visit with Butch Thompson, Auburn's going to have, if it's going to have success in conference play, the left-handed hitters are going to have to hit.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to hit lefties as well as righties.
You're going to have to do it.
So they're not playing the lefty-righty thing tonight. They're getting those guys at bats. And there's a drive toward left. Back goes Brocious to the track. He reaches up. It's out of the ballpark. Line drive, home run to left for Bub Terrell. His 5th home run of the season was a laser that snuck over the left field wall. And Auburn breaks out first. It's 1-0 Tigers in the second. And listen to the Auburn fans. Look, Atlanta's as much an Auburn city as it is any other school.
Absolutely.
There's a ton of orange and blue here.
A bunch.
And they are making noise as Auburn takes a 1-0 lead.
And Brad, we're talking about that's Bub's swing. I just said, hey, hit it to the scoreboard. He hit it left of the scoreboard. The ball carried out anyway. He has that much power. He can go the other way at any time. That was a great at-bat, and maybe something to unlock that swing because he's got a good one.
Left the bat at 103 miles an hour. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike to Ethan Bingaman. 0-1. 351 feet.
Yeah.
For Bub Terrell.
I'll tell you what, I like Bingaman's swings in BP. He's a guy that, of course, like his swing a lot, but he was feeling it pretty good.
0-1, yanked down the third base line. That's foul. He just missed a double by a couple feet. And quickly the count, no balls, 2 strikes to the Auburn first baseman. The wind and the delivery. Bouncing ball, right side, diving try first baseman, no. Pitcher late to cover getting there. Because Schmidt went after the ball, Underwood, the freshman, slow to react and get to first. Advincula, the second baseman, stopped the ground ball, but then he had nobody to throw to. It's an infield single for Ethan Bingaman.
Yeah, and you know what? Really good at bat there. Go the other way, make a defensive play.
Yeah. With 2 strikes.
That's it.
Don't try to pull it.
That's it.
So Terrell's homer, he was down in the count 0-1. Bingaman's single, down in the count 0-2. Good approach here in the second inning for Auburn.
Same thing for K. Blue as Bub. Think about going the other way and see it deep.
Almost a shift against him. Third baseman in on the edge of the grass, and the first pitch, breaking ball for a strike to Ballou.
I wouldn't mind seeing a 1-strike bunt right here by Cade.
Yeah.
Got a lefty on the mound. Going to be a tough play for him. Cade's a pretty good bunter.
Third baseman.
Get it past the pitcher on the left side, and Cade's going to be tough to throw out.
Zuckerman backed up just a step. 0-1 pitch. He is not bunting. He is pulling it foul down the first base line.
And it feels like every at-bat, Cade's 0-2.
Yep.
And it's just how it goes sometimes. But he has to battle now, just like we saw from Bingaman.
Yep.
Battle, put the ball in play because he's a good runner. Make him make a defensive play here.
Cade's average is up to 231 after some early struggles. Left-handed hitter stands back in there. Lefty on lefty here. From the stretch, here is the delivery. Pulled on the ground. First baseman doesn't get it. Second baseman Advincula gloves. Goes to first for the out. And Bingaman moves over to second on the play. That's twice in as many batters that Schmidt has dived for a ball and not come particularly close to getting it. Been a little delayed in his reaction time.
Correct.
And Advincula was there to back it up and throw out Ballou.
All right, second straight inning, Auburn has an opportunity to score a run with 2 outs, runner in scoring position. That's where you do damage.
Yeah.
2 out hits, 2 out runner in scoring position. You got to have some of those start to fall.
Pitch. Bounced up there and blocked well by Lackey. 1 ball, no strikes. One of the rare occasions tonight that Underwood has fallen behind. He's thrown plenty of strikes. Auburn leads 1-0. We're in the top of the second. Bub Terrell home run. Lead off with 1 out in the inning. Brandon McCrane, the batter, 9 RBIs on the year. His average at 364. Here's the pitch. Just strike on the inside corner.
When Brandon was at his best early in the season, it was a middle of the field approach. We saw him lining balls back up the middle over the second baseman's head. That's where his sweet spot seems to be. He's got to get back to that middle of the field approach.
The 1-0 on the way. He shows bunt. He pulls back. It's off the outside corner. Not a bad pitch, but it just missed. 2-1.
Yeah, it hasn't been there for much of the night early on here. That pitch from that outside corner to right-handers has not been there. So now opportunity here from McCrane. 2-1 plus count. Again, don't try to do too much.
Spin, throw to second, low throw. And a nice stop by Advincula to keep that from getting in into center field.
He almost hurt himself a little bit too. He rolled over his shoulder. I don't think.
Karate roll.
He
over.
saved Bingham and get the third though.
Yeah. Do that on the mats in karate class. All right, all the fielders in the shadows now, and here comes the 2-1 to McCrane. Outside and high with a fastball, 3-1, and McCrane, who has drawn more walks than anybody else in the lineup, now has a 3-1 count.
You know, I've said it pretty much every game I've done. Brandon McCrane has more power than he's shown.
Yeah.
But the wind's blowing out to left right here. Get something over hard to the plate, turn on one.
3-1 pitch.
Not
way
even
upstairs.
close.
20th walk of the year drawn by the Auburn shortstop.
And turn the lineup over and help Bristol Carter with an opportunity.
Yeah, second look at the freshman Underwood, and we're in the second inning with a couple of guys on base. And you can do a lot with Bristol here. We've seen him bunt for base hits. We've seen him hit with some power. He's got a couple home runs on the year. We've seen him hit it on the ground, chop it over the head of infielders who cheat up. It looks like Georgia Tech's infield will start back. 2 outs in the inning. Carter grounded to short his first time. He is swinging and he is not holding up. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that's a pitch you just have to stay off of with no count because you're not doing anything with that pitch anyway. That's not an 0-0 pitch to swing at.
Already activity in the bullpen, we understand, from Georgia Tech. Here's the pitch. Swing, ground ball, foul past third. Carter in a hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and 2 swings that were half swings at best. And listen, if you want to swing the bat, do something with authority. Bristol hasn't done that the first 2 pitches here, so they've been a little bit fooled.
Jake Lanky is in the bullpen for Georgia Tech.
Righty, I believe. Yes. 2 strikes here. See if you can dump one somewhere.
0-2 with 2 outs and 2 on in the second. Here's the pitch. Runner goes from second. Pitch is inside. That's a ball. They throw back to first. And the runner is back, and that's a stolen base for Bingham. And he takes third, and they didn't even look at him, Jason.
Yeah, no, I think that was part of it. Like, hey, if you're not going to look at me, I'm going to take it.
So they're at the corners. Pitch wasn't close. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carter. Instead, they tried to throw back in behind McCrane. Carter finds a gap somewhere. McCrane is corner.
Brandon runs, see if you try to steal one right here.
A lot of room in left center. Here is the 1-2 pitch with 2 out. Down and in, gets away from the catcher.
Try to hang on, yep.
Heads down to second. He held up for a little while, about 75% of the way there. They're just hoping to draw a throw.
That's what it is. All right, now hits horse 2.
Yep. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes to Carter. See if he comes back with a fastball after he's put 2 in the dirt. 2-2. He does, and it is hammered foul left side.
Through the concession area.
Yeah, up on top of that premium little plaza area. Heads up there. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Bristol all over that breaking ball. Now you see if he comes back with a fastball here and tries to sneak one by him.
Stretch by Underwood. Auburn leads 1-0. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, fair,
yes.
Down the third baseline, into the corner, 2-run score. Carter heads for second. Throw will come into third. It's a 2-run stand-up double right down the third baseline for Bristol Carter. Another 2-out, 2-strike hit, and it's 3-0 Auburn.
Really good at bat by Bristol Carter there. Just sneaks it down the third baseline, and I'm surprised they were giving him that much line. I mean, he pulled everything already, but jumped on a fastball, got it, and kept it fair. And man, hadn't seen many of these types of innings for Auburn here lately. See if they can continue to build some momentum, because this is a great start tonight.
7th man to bat in the inning is Chase Frayling. Tigers have 3 on the board and another man in scoring position. They're in the shift. If he hits one to the left side, he could walk to the base. Now they spin and they throw lazily back to second, and Carter is back standing. Bristol's going to have some fun dancing around out there, I think. He's going to try to keep Curse close to the bag.
He may be running here in just a second.
He is running. The pitch is outside. Throw down to third is in time.
No. I don't think he was out.
Well, neither does Bristol Carter.
Neither does Chase Frayling.
They will both ask for a review, and Auburn will review it. Oh, no, they're going to change the call.
Yeah, I think he dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball? Okay. There you go. The call is changed to safe, and there is no argument from Georgia Tech. That is Auburn's third stolen base of the inning. They gave McCrane that stolen base earlier, even though the ball was in the dirt. He broke before the ball hit the dirt. Now Bristol Carter is going to have some fun jogging down the third base line.
They're going to have a meeting here pretty quickly here in the second inning. Did they call timeout? Like Carter's still down there.
Yeah, they did. They called timeout.
Yeah, Bristol was going to steal home.
And then he points to Micah Holm and go, all right, just making sure. Just making sure.
I see you now. All right, great start. This is exactly what this team needed.
Yeah.
Just come out swinging the bats early. Production from the bottom of the order, top of the order here, and put up a crooked number.
And 3 extra base hits already.
That's it. Yep.
That was sorely missing from the series in Tuscaloosa last night.
And for the year.
Most of the year.
Yeah. I mean, looking in SEC play, Auburn has 17 extra base hits in 9 games.
Yep.
Look, it's hard to win when you do that. Good start to this tonight, and see if Chase Fraley can continue.
Carter gets his lead down the third base line. They're looking. They come out of the shift. The pitch is up and into Fraley.
A massive amount of move in right center, too, where just where he doubled the last time up, the center fielder is shaded to the left side of the center field bag.
The right fielder's to the right field line.
There's a lot of room in right center.
Pitch low, 3-0, and at the very least, I think Carter dancing around might be in Underwood's mind here too. He's coming halfway down the
way
line.
down. It's 3-0 now, so you don't have to force anything to Bristol, because they may put on a play here, trying to throw behind.
3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. That was the closest of 4 pitches. But it's a walk to Fraley. And now the 8th man to bat in the inning is Chris Rembert. And will he face Underwood, or will they bring in a right-hander?
I think he's done.
Yep, I do too. I think they're going to bring in a right-hander. In the second inning, we think Auburn is going to chase the Georgia Tech starter out of the game. He is. There's the signal. Third-ranked Georgia Tech makes a Pepper Tree pitching change. For a new level of taste, Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection and the finest cuts of beef, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn or Montgomery. Online, steaks, the letter N, wine.com. The Yellow Jackets make a Pepper Tree pitching change.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers, and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
Auburn faced Jake Lanke in the game at Plainsman Park 2 weeks ago. Redshirt sophomore right-hander, 6'2", 191 pounds. Originally out of Alpharetta, he started at Georgia and then transferred in to Georgia Tech. Lanke on the season, 7 appearances, 1 save, no record, a 5.73 ERA. 11 innings pitched, 15 hits allowed, 8 runs, 7 earned. He's only walked 2 and he struck out 15. Has a whip of 1.55. He's given up 3 doubles, a homer. He has hit 1 batter. And teams are hitting .319 against Jake Lanke. L-A-N-K-I-E, Lanke. Underwood an inning and 2/3, 3 runs currently, 4 hits, 2 walks and a strikeout. He threw 42 pitches, 28 for strikes. He threw 2/3 strikes, but they were 2 good strikes.
Correct, and that's the thing. Good changeup for him. Chris Rembert's a guy that likes to jump on the first pitch. I would be surprised if he gets anything very good here, but Rembert doesn't like to stay around in the box very long. Like to see him get something to drive, because if he does, he could make this 6-0 in a hurry. Didn't have a good weekend last weekend, but we've been seeing Chris Rembert swing the bat a lot better, and there's nothing better at the plate to see other guys having success. It takes the pressure off. You start to get a flow, and hey, vibe is a word. And it's a big word in baseball, because it's the word that momentum is. And let's see if Chris Rembert can continue it right now.
Lanke didn't pitch against NC State over the weekend. At Auburn 2 weeks ago, 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs. He walked 1 and struck out 3. One of the hits he gave up was a double. Here's Rembert, who flied to center his first time.
A little bit more on it here. The wind is flowing out to the left center, right towards the scoreboard.
2 outs, runners at the corners, the pitch. Chopper to third. Just as you said, he went after the first pitch.
Zuckerman rolled it over.
Fields and throws for the out, and the inning is over. But Auburn sends 8 to the plate. The Tigers score 3 runs. It started with Bub Terrell's laser homer over the left field wall. And then a 2-out double down the line by Bristol Carter, followed 4 batters later. 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. A couple of walks, no errors, and 2 stranded. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's Auburn 3, Georgia Tech nothing. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it all with your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top-quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of the savings accounts, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
All right, back in Atlanta, where Auburn leads 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Christian Chatterton, a little bit of a wait in the dugout as 8 Tigers come to the plate in the top of the inning. It'll be the middle third of the order here in the bottom of the second. Hernandez, Schmidt, and Zuckerman.
Take another, I don't know what the first inning, I didn't look, but take another 8 or 9 pitch inning, because I think that's about what it was for Chat. It'd be good to get back to the plate here quickly, because listen, Georgia Tech, they're going to swing the bats. And look, Georgia Tech already has the next pitcher starting to go to the bullpen now, because once you go this early, you know you're going to use a bunch of arms.
First pitch to Hernandez. Fastball, fouled back. Got it on the inner half enough. Couldn't barrel it up, 0-1.
I like early fastball usage for Chatterton, because then it makes that changeup play so much more effectively.
Thanks, everybody, for the comments on YouTube. Gotta keep our eyes in one place at a time, but we'll get to it. We got it, I think. Let us know. 0-1 the count, just underway, bottom of the second pitch. Breaking ball, right 2. I love this vantage point.
I know, it's good. Yeah.
You see the movement on that breaking ball and what makes it so tough for the hitters.
You don't get much better than this one right here. I mean, if we were 10 feet to the left, we'd be right behind home plate.
Yeah. No, as it is, you're looking over the umpire's right shoulder. That bounce fastball up there, 1-2 the count.
Yeah, you could see more here than you could if you were right behind where Georgia Tech is and their TV folks right to our left.
That's right. Adjacent to their football facility here, you got a nice line of trees right beside some of the roads around campus.
Yep, the Rose Bowl practice field out to our left.
1-0, or 1-2 up and out, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and I don't want to get to a full count here. Go back and go back to breaking ball, but get it down a little bit in the zone, and I think you got a good shot here.
Hernandez, a .389 hitter, right-handed batter, 5 home runs, 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 3.
Good pitch.
Came back to the pitch. He got the called second strike.
That's it, and that was better. That was down in the zone just a hair.
So Hernandez is down on strikes. There's the first strikeout for Chatterton in the game. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. You know, Chatterton, we talked about this in the open. He started every game that he pitched last year, I think, except maybe for one.
Yep, see if he go change-up. I always like the righty to lefty change-up options and see if that's what he does.
First pitch, change, missed a little low to Kent Schmidt, 1-0.
See if he can get the fastball going. And sometimes against the lefty, he tends to miss a little bit arm side with the fastball. See if he can bury it on the inside half right here.
And we're right, Chatterton, every game he pitched last year was a start. And there's a breaking ball slipped on him, stayed high and away. 2-0 to Schmidt, .339 batter, 1 home run, and a 23 driven in.
No freebies for these guys because they can make a solo home run or 2-run home run in a hurry.
Here at this ballpark last year, Chatterton started, went 3 innings, gave up a run on 2 hits through 62 pitches.
Good pitch.
There's a fastball for a strike.
I think it's actually a change. 77.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
2-1 to Schmidt. The wind and the delivery. Strike right at the knees.
Yep, good pitch. That's a fastball.
Threw him the fastball there at 90.
So you go change up in a fastball count, come back with a fastball there, and now it's 2-2. You got him guessing is what he's going to see. I wouldn't be surprised to see another fastball here.
2 weeks later at Plainsman Park last year, Chatterton 4 shutout innings. The pitch. Breaking ball stayed a little high, and now the count's full.
Yeah. The last breaking ball he threw looked very similar now. Now you put a little pressure on yourself to have to come into here at a 3-2.
3-0 Auburn, bottom of the second. Chatterton's payoff pitch. Pulled, foul down the first base line. Missed extra bases by a couple of feet.
Yep, couple of.
Although Bingham's pretty close to the line.
He
and
is.
Ethan,
Yeah, I think he would have been able to get there had it been fair. We had a couple of former Tigers we've seen tonight. Rankin Woley, and then John Armstrong walking through the crowd here tonight too. So John heading back towards behind their
back
dugout.
that way.
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say that gentleman's at least 65 years old.
Yeah, that's not John Armstrong. No, I just saw him walking through. So a couple of former players. Hearing Ike Irish may try to get here tonight as well.
Pitch. Breaking ball off the end of the bat, speared up the left field line, and that is hooking into the Georgia Tech bullpen. Still 3-2 to Schmidt. I saw Rankin. Rankin was out. He had on the sport coat and a dress shirt.
Came out to hang out to talk to the guys. Him and Carl Nonemaker are really close, and so they had a chance to come talk to them and hang out for a little while.
Good to see him. Always good to see the former players, and says something a lot about the health of the program as a whole when you see so many guys coming back and just to chat with their former coaches.
Yep.
All right, another payoff pitch on the way to Schmidt. Oh, he just missed a little bit, I guess, in.
Yeah, change up a little bit down and in there.
So a 1-out walk to Schmidt. The game at Plainsman Park last year, Chatterton walked 3, struck out 6.
Yeah, you think about it. I know you want to do it as trying to be a little bit too fine, I think, against him. Obviously, lefty's a little bit different guy, but got to come back and get quality pitches. See if I can get a double play and get out of this thing.
Ryan Zuckerman, the hitter. He's a right-handed batter with 9 home runs and 34 RBIs. First pitch to him misses downstairs, 1-0. He tried to start him with something low. Seen more patience this inning than in the first inning.
Yeah, and Chatterton's been down a little bit and out of the zone some, so got to come back with a big pitch here.
Wind is picked up to left center. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Great changeup. Great changeup. He was way out front of that, expecting a fastball on that 1-0 count.
So Schmidt readjusts his batting gloves, climbs back in there.
I think with that swing, you may go back there and see if you can get a rollover ground ball here.
Or is he looking change up and you hit the fastball? Pitch. Popped up, right side.
The wind going to keep it in?
Foul territory. Binghamon giving it a look-see, and it is out of play.
About 10 feet or so. The wind's trying to hold it up some.
Yeah, and the way he braced, I thought it was going to blow it back into play.
Absolutely.
But stayed out. All right, now Chatterton ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes.
And somebody see if you can breaking ball down here, the strikeout pitch to the first batter. See if you can throw that pitch here.
Elevated the fastball there to Zuckerman.
Breaking ball down around the knees here. Need to get it down.
Runner at first, 1 out. Bottom of the second. Pitch. Zuckerman swings and flies it to right and deep, and that is gone. Zuckerman way out. Well, that was at the top of the trees. A long home run by Zuckerman. And it's 3-2.
Yeah, didn't get the breaking ball down enough, and it was out and over the heart of the plate.
So
he didn't miss it. And that's it. We just said just now, they make walks turn into 2-run home runs, and that's what we just saw.
So Auburn's lead is 1. It's 3-2 after the 2-run homer by Ryan Zuckerman. 10th home run of the year. RBIs 35 and 36. 430 feet. Off the bat at 110 miles an hour. Opposite field.
Yeah.
Just crushed. Second player for Georgia Tech to get into double figures in home runs. James Ramsey's teams can crush the baseball. Now here's Curse. First pitch. Inside corner, he didn't go, says Ryan Clark at first. 1 ball, no strike. Kearse batting .387, 2 homers, 23. The number 8 hitter's hitting .381. This is a team knows what it's doing offensively. Here's the delivery. Miss low and away. 2 balls, no strike.
And that's my only danger about Chatterton is his breaking ball is up. He throws his breaking ball overhand, that big curve ball, and it's hard to get it down in the zone. And this is a team you do not want to miss with up.
Pitch. 3-0. It's the outside corner. 3 balls, no strike.
And you've already given up 1 freebie. You can't. That's where you get in trouble against this offense. It didn't hurt Auburn the first time they played this year.
Right.
But we've already seen it now. Bite them already.
1 out. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. 3-1.
You know, listen, they don't have anybody in this lineup that you go, well, this guy's not capable of hitting out of the ballpark. Everybody they bring to the plate has that power.
Everybody's hitting for average and for power. 3-1 to Kearse. Line sharply up the right side. Foul. Got that in on the hands a bit. And Chatterton's battled back to fill up the count.
And a lot of hard contact. Even the foul balls are pretty hard contact right now.
Oh, they don't go up. They don't get cheated on their swings.
They don't. So you go back to, can you get the changeup in the zone here? That's the pitch.
Off the right side of the rubber, Chatterton into the wind, plants and deals.
Didn't get it in the zone.
And he missed the outside corner with the changeup. That's ball 4. So he has sandwiched a couple of walks around a 2-run home run, and now Auburn's bullpen will get active. Several guys headed down. Harden, DeYoung, Brewer, and one other I can't quite make out.
I don't know who the other one was either.
Coach Everett Tieford goes out. And this will be a mound visit here in the 2nd inning.
Kulik, Marcel Kulik.
Marcel Kulik.
He may be first up too because he's getting loose right now.
All right, let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard here as Auburn leads Georgia Tech 3-2. Last year's game here finished 9-8. I believe it if you tell me this one ends up similar
I just typed that it may take 10 runs to win this game with the wind blowing out. Both teams, Auburn playing early.
Yeah.
Because you turn around and play Thursday, you're not going to send a bunch of your weekend arms out on the mound tonight. You might get one of your relievers if you have a chance to win late, but you're going to have to. When I said I thought Chat need to give you 5 tonight.
Yeah.
And already missing up a little bit, a couple of walks here. Both teams may expend a lot of arms down the line tonight, which means your offense better start swinging the bat.
33 pitches for Chatterton. 1 out. Georgia Tech's already in its bullpen.
Yes.
After Auburn scored 3 in the top of the 2nd. Here's Will Baker, the DH. Throw to first, runner back. Yellowwood scoreboard. Georgia beat Georgia State 14-9. Ole Miss beat Little Rock 7-4. Here's the pitch. Downstairs.
And
1 ball, no strike.
That's the thing at Chad. If he can't locate the changeup, it becomes really, really difficult for him to pitch because that's his pitch. That's his go-to thing. Now you got to come back, throw a fastball for a strike, and it's got to be at the knees. You can't miss up in the zone.
1-0 to the left-handed hitting Baker. He takes it inside, 2-0.
Pulling everything glove side right now. Everything is to the glove side for him at the moment. He's got to get the ball back over the plate.
Georgia Tech has hit a 2-run home run in this 2nd inning to cut Auburn's lead to 1 at 3-2. Chatterton's 2-0 pitch. Bunted left side and a beauty. No play.
Pick it up.
No play. He rolled it perfectly up the third base line, just up the grass, up the third base side. Perfect. Bunt single, Baker. 1st and 2nd, only 1 out. And now the number 9 hitter, Parker Brocious, coming to the plate. Brocious started in the outfield on opening day 2 years in a row and then just hasn't had a place in the lineup regularly, but he's in there tonight. He is 8 for 25. 3 of the 8 hits are home runs. You know, he wants to make some noise tonight. He takes a ball up and away, 1-0.
Yeah, Chatterton just has not looked comfortable this inning.
He's fallen behind the 7, 8, and 9 hitters after giving up the 2-run homer.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's the key is freebies. It puts you in a bind. He was pitching from the stretch after that walk, and that hurt him.
Pitch. Brocious fouls it straight back. 1-1. Strikeout or ground ball here is what you need.
Because the ever dangerous Drew Burress is waiting on deck right here. A double play ground ball would be ideal.
Chatterton trying to pitch out of traffic.
You come back to the changeup here and throw it for a strike and see if you can get the ground ball.
This is Atlanta-style traffic pitch. Off speed, fouled back. Beautiful change.
That was it.
1-2 the count. He's ahead of Brocious. Brocious has walked 7 times. He struck out 6 times in 25 at-bats. He's driven in 16 runs on 8 hits this year.
If you throw breaking ball here, it's got to be down in the zone.
The 1-2 pitch to the number 9 hitter. Nope, instead a spin and a throw to second. Almost a full moon. We understand the moon is not full tonight. It will be tomorrow night, but it's a beautiful night. Here comes the pitch. Change up called strike 3. He threw it right down the middle.
Right down Peachtree right there.
Brocious clearly looking for something else. That's a big second out. Strikeout number 2 for Chatterton. And now back to the top of the order, and Drew Burress. Burress popped up to first on the first pitch.
Yep, fastball up in the zone. He's going to be really aggressive.
Runners at first and second and 2 out. Throw to second. That was close.
Closer play there. Good throw right there by Chatterton.
Rembert covering the bag. They play Burress to pull.
And deep.
Yeah. Infield and outfield play him to pull very deep in the outfield. Burress with 5 homers and 20 knocked in. 2 outs, bottom of the second. 3-2 Auburn. Chatterton deals and slipped the breaking ball way upstairs.
Breaking ball just has not been a pitch for him in this inning.
1 ball, no strike.
And it's tough when the other team knows that. So then you become a fastball changeup guy. But, you know, the one breaking ball he threw in the zone was hit for a home run.
So Chatterton stepped off the rubber briefly. Climbs back on with 10 on the pitch clock. Curse at second, Baker at first. 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. Spin and a throw to second as the pitch clock went to 0.
I think Chase Fralo said, hey, you better throw that ball back.
Keeping that tying run at second close, even though it's the second inning.
Yeah, we got to focus on this guy because he is as dangerous as it gets.
1-0 pitch to Burress. Swinging a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. That gets all the way to the wall. Nobody picked it up. 2-run score on the play. It's a 2-run double by Burress, and Georgia Tech takes the lead. It's 4-3. Terrell, it looked like was going to get over and get there, and then he didn't pick it up.
I'm not certain why or how that happened, but we get a replay here. I thought for sure because it wasn't hit that far away from Bub, and he just I don't know.
Bub's got to get that ball, Jason.
He did not try to even reach for it. I don't know if he felt something, but that's it.
So Chatterton's night comes to a close. It was going to at the very least tie the ball game, but because it went all the way to the wall and Carter had to get it, that allowed the other run to score. So Christian Chatterton's night is done, and both teams have to go to the bullpen in the second inning of tonight's game. Better hang on. This game could go back and forth tonight. Let's see. Is that Kulik coming in for Auburn?
I think that's the freshman. I think that is DeYoung.
Okay. So we'll give you the details as Auburn makes a Cook's Pest Control call to the bullpen.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
It is the freshman Justice DeYoung in for Auburn out of New York, New York. 6'3", 220-pound freshman. He has pitched 3 times this year. 2 of those 3 times have come on the last 2 weekends of conference play. 2 2/3 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Team's batting .273 against Justice DeYoung. He gave up some runs against Cincinnati in his debut, and that's inflated his earned run average. It's over 10 still, but they really like his stuff. They like what DeYoung brings. They like his strength. They like his command. And we'll get our third look at Justice DeYoung this season.
Yeah, couldn't come into a much tougher spot than you have right now against this offense for the freshman from New York.
Pitched against Alabama over the weekend. Pitched in the Friday game in Tuscaloosa. Gave up those 3 runs on 3 hits. Had not given up a run or hit until then. So it was the Alabama game that inflated his ERA. Chatterton tonight started out really strong, retired the first 4 batters that he faced, and then walked Schmidt. Zuckerman homered, a walk to Curse, a bunt single by Baker. He struck out Brocious, and then Burris doubled. So only retired 1 batter after the first 4.
You walked 2 guys, they both scored.
Yeah. And Georgia Tech leads it 4-3, and Vaughn Lackey, the first batter, to greet Justice DeYoung. Yeah, this is a game where now both teams into the bullpen.
Yeah,
is it going to be one guy to stabilize for 3 or 4 innings, or is this just going to be a war of attrition tonight?
Yeah, and it's also going to be a long game, so buckle up.
Yeah.
We're an hour in, and we're in the bottom of the second.
It's true. Lackey, the batter, runner at second. 2 outs. Pitch to Lackey. Swing and a drive to left.
Gone too.
That is deep. Terrell back. He is at the wall. It's gone. The first pitch home run by Vaughn Lackey. 11th home run, RBIs 37 and 38, and Georgia Tech leads it 6-3. Their second 2-run home run of the inning. When they came to Plainsman Park 2 weeks ago, they had 18 innings in which they scored 5 runs or more.
Yeah,
and Auburn held them to 2 runs in the entire game. Tonight, a 6-run second inning. They have doubled up Auburn, and they have batted around in the second. Jaron Advincula is the batter. He lined out hard to left, a sliding stop by Terrell his first time. He shows bunt. He takes it low for ball 1.
Yeah, that's 2 2-run home runs on breaking balls that were over the heart of the plate. And you can't miss those pitches against this team. You just can't do it. They're going to make you pay.
So Georgia Tech making up for lost time from the first game. Pitch downstairs, low to Advincula. It's 2-0.
Like I said, it's a tough spot for a true freshman to come into. Auburn's got double barrel bullpen action going now. Just got to try to get out of this inning right now and try to just take a deep breath. Auburn.
More important, here's the pitch. Strike through there, fastball. It's 2-1 to Advincula.
And the other part of this too is, look, Georgia Tech has been sitting on breaking stuff with Chatterton, and then the first pitch there. I think Auburn, look, you're going to have to take chances throwing more fastball for strikes right now.
2-1 from DeYoung. Fastball low, 3-1. Yellow Jackets have batted around in the bottom of the second. They lead 6-3.
Yeah, like I said, on 4 hits.
Yeah. Going to have to keep the offense going.
Yeah, you're going to have to score a run. Well, I said 10.
A bunch.
10 might not be enough.
Right. Here's the pitch. 3-1 inside
Good
corner,
pitch.
3-2. Vincula shows up the umpire, almost throws the bat to the side.
Yeah, I'm like, look, you just throw fastballs for strikes. You're going to have to make them put the ball in play. You cannot walk guys.
Vincula crouches down, shrinks his strike zone. Payoff pitch to him with 2 outs. Chopper right side. Rembert gloves and throws, charging, fielding, throwing for the out. Inning over. Georgia Tech sends 9 to the plate. They score 6 runs on 4 hits and a couple of walks. No errors, nobody left on base. We're through 2. Our new score, Georgia Tech 6, Auburn 3. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
We go to the third inning, and Auburn will see the third Georgia Tech pitcher of the night as the Yellow Jackets go to number 49, Caden Campbell. Let's see, Campbell, a senior, 6'1", 210 out of Cincinnati. The lefty transferred from Louisville to be a part of the Georgia Tech program. Caden Campbell, 2-1 in 8 outings, a .491 earned run average, 7 1/3 innings in 8 appearances, 5 hits, 4 runs, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. He's given up 3 doubles. He's hit a batter and he's balked once. Teams are hitting just .208 against Caden Campbell. Jake Lanke pitched a third of an inning, faced 1 batter, got a ground out through 1 pitch. 1 pitch to Chris Rembert, that was it. Lanke is out, and Campbell is in. He'll face Madrigal, Guevara, and Terrell. Middle third of the order for Auburn, and well, these bats, well, you just got to have them tonight if you're going to try to win this ball game.
Well, we've seen, look, 3-run inning for Auburn is really good. They hit 2 2-run home runs, you hit a solo home run.
Yep.
You got to get guys on base, and when you get guys on base, you need big swings. So you got to start populating the base paths if you're Auburn.
Campbell, a lefty against Madrigal, left-handed hitter to start the third inning. The pitch, swing and a foul tip into the mid, 0-1. Madrigal goes up there. He's not going to get cheated on a swing either. He's swinging hard. The third inning of tonight's game already is presented by the Vance Law Firm, where they say dial 3 for me. Pitch to Madrigal, swing and a miss. He was late.
Yeah,
0-2.
Fastball, absolutely. That lefty. It's Randy Johnson angle. It's tough to pick up for a left-hander here. So if you're Eddie, like you're just try to see the ball deep and go the other way because it's going to be tough to get out in front of this thing.
0-2 pitch. Fouled back. Still 0-2. At the Vance Law Firm, they say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333. Auburn basketball has landed in Indianapolis, where they'll chase the NIT championship. Semifinal game Thursday night against Illinois State. There'll be a few Redbirds fans in Indy.
Yeah, there will. A few Illinois fans in the regular Final Four. And
pitch clock violation there. So Campbell took too much time. There's ball 1 to Madrigal, 1-2. He stepped off, but he was too late. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You're tough. I mean, Eddie Madrigal just been back a couple of weeks, still kind of getting that rust off.
1-2 pitch. High fastball, 2-2.
And he's, most guys get the rust off in preseason practice in scrimmage games. He's getting the rust off in playing in big time baseball games right now.
Live bullets.
That's tough to do.
Campbell straightens up from the stretch. He fires, and he misses way outside, and Madrigal has come back to work the count full. 1 pitch clock violation for ball 1, and then Campbell has missed with 2 in a row, so the count's full to Madrigal.
Quality 3-2 swing here by Big Eddie.
Wind has died down completely.
There's some room on the right side here.
Payoff pitch. High fly ball to center field. Back goes Burris. Warning track. Reaches up. Makes the catch a foot shy of the wall.
Thought the wind was going to carry, and it has died.
It's died.
It has died now.
Yep.
Last inning, that's a home run.
Yep. Madrigal gave it a ride, but it's a long first out. And here comes Eric Guevara. Guevara flied to right his first time. Auburn trails 6-3. We're in the top of the third. 11th ranked Auburn, 3rd ranked Georgia Tech. Tigers are 3-2 against top 10 teams this year. The pitch misses low, 1-0 to Guevara. And it wasn't that long ago that Auburn was knocking on the door in the first and second inning of games offensively and holding teams down with its pitching and running away from them. That offense has hit a skid the last couple of weeks in SEC play. 1-0. Ground ball off the pitcher
luck right there
to the right side. First baseman gloves and actually hits Guevara, who's going to turn and head to second. Ball rolls all the way up the right field line, and Guevara takes second base.
Great hustle there from Guevara.
The ball was hit right back to Campbell.
Smoked off his, I believe it came off his foot or something.
A low liner off the cleat. It kicked all the way to the first base line.
I thought it was going right to the first baseman for a second, and it went up the line a little bit.
Up the line. Schmidt, the first baseman, came off to glove it and then tried to option pitch it to Campbell, who was late to cover, and it hit Guevara and rolled up the right field line. And Eric saw the path of the ball, he took second
easily. He knew it was in front of him. He was going to have a chance to go. Out here, look, chip away.
Yeah.
Runner at second again. This is the third straight inning. Auburn's had runner in scoring position, opportunities here. And now, Bub, hey, opposite field last time, do it again.
It's a single and an error, and the first pitch to Terrell is low for ball one. Single for Guevara, an error on Schmidt for the throw, and Guevara at second base with one out.
Yep, and again, left center open for Bub, playing him a shade to pull. So got some room there toward the scoreboard once again.
Brocious a step or two back than he was last time. Here's the pitch. Terrell fouls it back into the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. 351-foot home run by Terrell last inning. His 5th of the year, RBI number 18. Now he's got somebody on base, and now the pitching coach for Georgia Tech is out.
We may have another pitcher here to check on him after he got hit by the line drive.
He's gone 1-1 to Terrell after that.
I think he's just saying, look, speed it up a little bit, going too slow. It looks like, so try to get into a rhythm.
That's an idea. It's 5 minutes after the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Micah Holman, home plate umpire, tries to
He tried to speed
bring
up.
it into the meeting.
I'll say he's tried to speed up his pitcher, but he didn't speed up his own meeting at the mound. Just now walking off.
On the Yellowwood scoreboard, Texas State leads Texas 3-2. They're in the bottom of the first. Jacksonville State trails Alabama 2-0 in the third. It's Mississippi State 5, Grambling 0 in the third inning. Texas A&M and Sam Houston tied at 1 in the third. Arkansas is playing at Missouri State in the second inning. Razorbacks trail Missouri State 6-1.
Wow.
Meeting over, here is Terrell, the 1-1 pitch. He threw him a fastball, and it was way outside. 2-1. Campbell is already the third pitcher of the game for Georgia Tech. We're in the top of the third.
And 2 more heading that way.
Yeah. Everybody's going to get a turn in that bullpen
get a pitch to drive right here.
2-1 pitch. Way outside, 3-1 the count.
Did not get a pitch to drive.
No.
Get Ethan Bingaman to the plate against the lefty. I'll take that opportunity if I'm the Tigers. Don't help him, though.
Yeah.
Make sure this is in the zone.
Hitters count. Terrell backs up off the plate just about a half step. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. And it's ball 4 outside. Terrell draws a walk. That didn't miss by much, but he had been so far off the plate the previous 2 pitches, he didn't get the call. And Terrell heads down to first. They're at first and second with 1 out. And now Ethan Bingaman comes to the plate, and he's got the power to tie the game with 1 swing.
Absolutely he does. And again, thought he had a really good BP session earlier. Went the other way.
Yep.
And reached on a base hit. So listen, this is a guy that he's not going to get cheated. He looks like Georgia Tech guy in a different uniform. So see if we can make it pay off tonight.
First pitch, fastball, strike 1.
It's a really good pitch down and in, fastball there.
Bingaman singled and scored last inning. Auburn got 3 in the top of the second. Georgia Tech got 6 in the bottom of the inning.
Find a gap.
0-1.
Almost
inside,
hit him.
nearly hit him.
Almost hit him.
1-1 the count. Runner at second is Guevara. Terrell at first. 1 out, top of the 3rd inning.
As strong as he is, I'd like to get something up in the air right here.
1-1. Inside, came after that inside corner again and almost got too close.
He's been glove side a lot.
Yeah.
Missing glove side against the lefties, and now it's pulling inside on Bingaman.
2-1 the count. If he tries to overcorrect and hang something middle away.
If let's hear Ethan here, look, he's missed fastball in. See if you can guess right here and see if you can get a breaking ball over the heart of the plate.
Runners lead from first and second. The pitch.
Nope.
Inside and low, 3-1. You know, how quick a hook can you have on a night like this? If both teams are swinging it, at some point you gotta ride with them.
And that's the point too. And both, I mean, listen, especially for Auburn, you're playing Thursday night against Arkansas. Look, there's only so many guys you're going to pull the trigger on tonight on the mound.
3-1 pitch. Bingaman swings, lifts it down the left side, hangs up, it'll fall. In front of Brocious in left field. Tigers have to play it station to station. It was off the hands. And Bingaman just got it off the fists and lifted it into shallow left field, fell in front of Brocious. He thought about diving for that ball. You could see him thinking about it.
If he would have, they might have cleared the bases on that one. Yeah, and in Guevara there, you have to hold up. You can't get doubled up. They're going to make another change here.
Yes, they are.
Surprising to me, they got lefty on the mound. I think there's a right-hander warming up, which is a little surprise to me that they're going to go righty against the lefty Kay Ballou.
So, tell you what, our pitching change sponsors tonight, whoever was randomly put in those
worth.
You can hear the change. That's the old sound register or cash register sound effect. You can find that because they're going to get their money's worth tonight.
It is another lefty.
A lefty coming in as Georgia Tech makes another Pepper Tree pitching change.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
All right, the fourth pitcher of the game for Georgia Tech is number 37, Dylan Loy. Loy, a lefty out of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. He's a transfer from the University of Tennessee. Loy, 6 feet 208. A junior left-hander. They got a lot of transfers in from power conference programs. Louisville, Georgia, Tennessee. Let's see what Loy has done on the season. He is 1-1. 8 appearances, 5 starts, 3 relief outings, 1-1 with a 3.91 ERA, 25 1/3 innings. That's among the highest on the team. In fact, 25 1/3 is the second most on the team. 29 hits allowed, 15 runs, 11 earned, only 5 walks, 25 punch outs. He has given up 1 double and 6 home runs this year. He's also hit 3 batters, and teams are hitting .282 against Dylan Loy.
Yeah, and this is strictly for the lefty-lefty matchup right here.
Okay.
Kay Ballou, we've seen him, listen, off speed, stay back, you know what's coming, hit one in those trees and give Auburn the lead because, listen, he's got power. We haven't seen it yet. He just has to stay back because he's so explosive, so powerful. Don't get out on your front foot too early if you're Kay Ballou here. Sit on something and drive it.
Campbell faced 4 batters, gave up 2 hits, and he walked 1. He got 1 out. 18 pitches, 8 strikes. We are in the top of the 3rd inning, and Georgia Tech is on its 4th pitcher.
I don't necessarily hate a bunt down the third baseline right here either.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Shift is on against Ballou. The pitch hangs a breaking ball, and he lives to tell about it another day. Fouled back to the net, 0-1.
Yeah, that was the pitch. It was up in the zone over the heart of the plate. Probably middle out, which probably kept it from getting pulled up. But listen, Cade, like, time it up. I don't know that he's going to challenge you with many fastballs. Sit back on that breaking ball.
Tiger at every base. The pitch. Ballou swings and misses at 1, tailing away from him, and it's 0-2. Hasn't thrown him a fastball yet.
Listen, you got to have a 2-strike approach here for Cade. Put it in place somewhere.
Loy, the experienced lefty, looks home and delivers. And gets a swing and a foul tip.
Oh, he caught it?
He caught it, okay. Because I thought I heard the metal. but it was caught by Lackey for strike 3. 2 away. That's a 3-pitch at bat. And Ballou is back to the dugout. Now it's up to Brandon McCrane, who walked his last time up, came around to score on Carter's double. Can McCrane put one in play and find a hole somewhere?
Yeah, need a base hit here.
Guevara at third, Terrell at second, Bingaman at first.
You got to take advantage of these opportunities with that offense in the other dugout.
6-3, Georgia Tech, the pitch. Bouncing ball, foul up the right side, 0-1.
Way late on an 87-mile-an-hour pitch there, so I don't know what Brandon was looking for.
In between.
Yes.
In between.
A lot of room on the left side in that 6 hole, though. The shortstop's playing up the middle a little bit. Just find a hole somewhere here.
Loy's 0-1. Down and in, gets away from the catcher, but up the third base line and not back enough, so runners have to hold.
Yeah, probably the only place he couldn't go to where he could have scored there.
1 ball, 1 strike to McCrane. McCrane has driven in 9 runs on the year.
A lot early. Slow down, see if he can pick it back up again. This would be a good, hey, get guys going again. This is an opportunity to get Brandon McCrane going again.
Auburn 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position.
And that's been an issue. Start to remedy that here.
1-1.
Down and in.
Little low and in, 2-1 the count. McCrane does that as well as anybody.
He
lays
does.
off pitches that just aren't strikes.
I think he's going to tomahawk one here. I just got this feeling. I like the take there. 2-1. Get a pitch over the heart of the plate and drive it somewhere.
2-1 from Loy. Fouled to the right, off the and into the Auburn dugout. Just a little late on that.
Way late again on 88. Yep.
2-2. Now Auburn down to its last strike in the 3rd inning. Trailing 6-3, but the bases are loaded.
You got to be careful of the back foot breaking ball here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3 on, down 3. Loy delivers. And it's fouled at the plate. Just did get a piece of it.
And I don't know that he could have swung any later on a pitch than that. And I mean, ball was almost in the mitt. He did get a piece of it, but Brandon's got to get started a little bit earlier here. So I think with that approach, if I'm on the mound now, I'm coming back to another fastball.
Started him inside. Let's see if they come back there here. Tigers get their leads from every base. And another 2-2 pitch to McCrane. Popped up and back and into the seats.
It was fastball. Brandon was on that one a little bit better than he had been the first couple in this at bat.
And we do it again. Big time momentum at bat in this game.
Yeah, huge early at bat. It feels late, but it's early.
Right. Yeah, you still got a lot of baseball left, but you got a chance to tie the game against a team that you know is going to keep swinging the bats tonight.
Yeah, you got, like I said, you got to chip away at every opportunity.
So here comes another 2-2 pitch. Popped it up on the infield. Curson Advincula over. It's the second baseman Advincula dancing with it, and he makes the catch, and the inning's over. Auburn loads the bases with 1 out and does not score. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left. Tigers had stranded 6 through 3. 6-3, Georgia Tech in front. We go to the bottom of the 3rd when we come back. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Auburn missed a chance to cut closer or maybe even tie the game or take the lead in the top of the third. Bases loaded, one out, and they're turned away. So we go to the bottom of the third. 6-3, Georgia Tech leads it, and they will have Hernandez, Schmidt, and Zuckerman, the same three that started the second inning, due up in the third against Justice DeYoung.
Yeah, again, any game you've got to take advantage of those opportunities. Yeah. When you're playing this Georgia Tech team, you can't leave base. I mean, having 6 left on base in the first 3 innings, you got to take advantage of those opportunities there. Like you had to have at least one, needed more than one, but to come up empty there now, can your freshman go on the mound and capture the momentum back against this really good offense?
Right-handed hitting Hernandez struck out his first time. Grounds one right side. Rembert charges on 4 hops, gloves, and throws. Ooh. Bingaman had to really stretch to get that over at first. It was up the line a bit, but he did, and it's a 1-pitch out in the third. Now this is a test for the freshman DeYoung here against this lineup. It's not a conference game, but it's still, you're pitching from behind.
Yeah. Look, that was the first pitch fastball.
Yeah. You can earn a lot of trust for the rest of these SEC series.
Absolutely.
With a good performance here tonight.
Yeah, and I think, look, I can't attack him with fastballs until proven otherwise.
Schmidt, the batter. First pitch to him is a breaking ball, left up, 1-0. Schmidt walked, and that started the trouble last inning.
It sure did.
It was the start of 4 straight to reach, including a 2-run home run in there. DeYoung works off the right side of the rubber, turns, and delivers. And that is flied to center field. He got under it. Carter in. Under it. Got it. 2 away. 3 pitches, 2 outs.
Yep. 2 fastballs, 2 outs.
An aggressive second inning offensively, and now Georgia Tech has come out swinging in the third. Now here's Ryan Zuckerman. Zuckerman hit it 17 miles last inning.
He did. The other way.
He hit it up to where the trees begin to form their peak. First pitch to him. Outside with a fastball, 1-0.
And that's what you get with this offense. This is a guy that's hitting 6th in the order, and he's got 10 home runs.
Yeah, and 36 driven in. The pitch. Fastball.
Good pitch.
Just below the knees. And it's 2-0. And now he's going to be looking fastball here in all likelihood.
Yeah.
DeYoung. Glove up, turns, and delivers. Popped
Got away
up.
with it.
Right side. Bingaman under. He's called. He's barely called off the last moment. I don't know if he was called off or not. Rembert reached up. They both reached. And Chris caught the ball. That could have been trouble. But Auburn makes the catch on the right side of the infield. So a really good fast inning for Justice DeYoung. And the speed is as important as anything else there.
Absolutely, yes. Get back to the plate. Make them have to get back on the mound again where they haven't been comfortable either all night.
Jackets go 1-2-3 in the third. 6-3 Georgia Tech in front. We go to the fourth when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
From the producers of The Crown.
You are invited to attend an interview, the position of assistant dresser. For Her Royal Highness the Duchess of York.
Comes a new BritBox original drama inspired by a true story.
As time passes, speculation is growing. Could Jane Andrews have killed the man she loved?
Starring Natalie Dormer and Mia McKenna Bruce.
I don't want an ordinary life.
How did you come to this? The Lady. Streaming March 18th, only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
What a beautiful night for baseball in Atlanta, Georgia. Auburn trails Georgia Tech 6-3. Top of the order due up for the Tigers.
Yeah, listen to all things SEC, including live games and SEC This Morning. Tune to Sirius XM SEC Radio, channel 374, and streaming on the Sirius XM app.
Thank you very much.
All right, top of the order. Let's get something rolling here, Bristol Carter.
Carter, a 2-run double. A 2-run, 2-strike, 2-out double his last time. Had a really good at bat. He's 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch swinging, and he flies it to center field. Burris under it. He's got it for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out in the fourth, and Dylan Loy has come in and stabilized things. He's recorded outs to the first 3 that he's faced. And mentioned before his experience, he has the second most innings of anybody on this Georgia Tech staff. He has started 5 games for them, and this is his 4th relief appearance. So he is bringing stability.
Yeah, lefty that's not going to touch 90. He might get to 90.
First pitch, Chase Fralick is in for a strike.
It's change up, breaking ball. And when you do that, you have to stay away opposite field. For Chase Fralick, that means shortstop.
0-1 pitch, missed outside, 1-1 the count. Chase has been on twice. He doubled in the first, walked in the second. Now he bats with 1 out, nobody on in the fourth. Pitch from Loy, off speed, and he fouled it back. Got a hanging breaking ball.
Yeah, inner half and handcuffed him just enough.
6-3 Georgia Tech, all the runs in the second inning.
For everyone.
Yeah, all the runs.
All right, the third baseman is almost at the second base bag.
1-2 pitch. Flied up the left side, that's foul. Brocious gives it a look, runs out of room.
Yeah, tried to hit the ground ball on the left side because that's all it takes.
Yeah, even a check swing.
You can hit a 15-mile-an-hour exit velocity ground ball to the left side right now, and it's a single.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 4th inning. Loy looks and delivers. Topped, right side. First baseman charges, gloves, underhand tosses to Loy for the out. Just got over the top of it, and it was early. So Fralick is retired for the first time tonight. And quickly 2 are down.
Yep, and that's pitching to your shift. He threw breaking ball, got Chase Fralick out on his front foot, and once he rolled over, it was over with a shift on.
Rembert is 0 for 2. He's seen 3 pitches. He has flied to center and bounced to third. His first look at the lefty Loy, who rocks, steps, and fires. And there's a swing and a drive. Left center field. Brocious on the run. He makes the catch.
That's too easy.
It was hit well, but it hung up, and Brocious was able to get over there to it, and that is a quick 6-pitch inning for Dylan Loy, and he's retired all 5 that he's faced. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th for Auburn. It's 6-3 Georgia Tech, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the Auburn Athletics app, powered by War Eagle Mobile. Buy tickets, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and manage your War Eagle Plus subscription. And listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously, on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Back in Atlanta with the dark night sky and the lights from the Atlanta cityscape in the background. Beautiful setting for a game. All the offense in this one came in the second inning. Auburn got 3 in the top. Georgia Tech got 6 in the bottom. Justice DeYoung came on to get the last out in the second inning. Got Auburn out of it after giving up a 2-run home run. And he got a 1-2-3 third. So DeYoung, the freshman, back out there against the bottom third of the order in the 4th. He did it, by the way, on 6 pitches. Both pitchers.
It's a 12-pitch inning.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And it's been fastball for DeYoung. See if he stays with the fastball and continues to get those early swings.
Righty-righty matchup against Curse, the number 7 hitter. Grounds it to short. Diving try McCrane. Can't get there. It's into center field. Fastball at 90, left it a little flat. Kearse sent it in to center field.
Yeah, and just a hair shaded to the left side there for Brandon McCrane, and it's like he's limping a little bit here.
Here's Will Baker, who singled, a bunt single up the third base side his first time. A magnificent bunt. Hey, if you're looking for fresh seafood, Wharf Casual Seafood serves seafood sourced from American waters. Not a seafood fan, no problem. They have burgers, salads, chicken, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, 6 locations across central Alabama. First pitch, breaking ball, fouled back by Baker, 0-1.
Yeah, good pitch there.
Yeah. Late, sharp break.
Yeah, we talked about it. Like, get a ground ball to find somebody right here and get a double play. Need to kind of, like, he steadied the game the last inning. See if he can do it again here.
DeYoung looks home, fires, breaking ball, strike.
It's a good pitch.
Back-to-back breaking
on
ball.
The hands. Way ahead now.
Yep, no balls, 2 strikes to Baker. Singled and scored last inning. He came around to score on Burris's 2-run double. 0-2 pitch. Inside and low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brocious waits on deck. Nobody out. 1 on, bottom of the 4th. 6-3. Tigers trail. Georgia Tech with the gleaming gold shiny helmets. Throw to first. Runner back. Kearse has 2 stolen bases. He's not been caught. Everybody in the lineup has at least 1. Nobody, though, with double-digit stolen bases. They don't run a ton.
They don't have to with this offense.
A lot of power. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging.
Change up there. Great pitch.
Strikeout number 1 for DeYoung and number 3 for Auburn pitching tonight. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Now a double play would end the inning.
That'd be great.
Auburn has not turned a lot of ground ball double plays this year.
No,
As fewest I can remember at this point in the season.
And there hadn't been a ton of people on base,
right.
So that's part of it.
True.
This would be a good time to have it with Drew Burris on deck.
Throw to first, runner back.
Not a caught stealing and a ground ball to get out of this inning.
Georgia Tech student section.
Pretty full.
Yeah.
And standing.
And standing. Yeah, they have been vocal tonight. Really good crowd. Action continues in the Georgia Tech bullpen. Action in the Auburn bullpen. DeYoung fires. Bunted. Right side. DeYoung off the mound. Fields and throws a strike. Shoulder high to Bingaman for the out. And Brocious moves Kearse over into scoring position with 2 outs. Now Drew Burris, the leadoff man. They love having him up whether there's 2 outs or nobody out.
Yeah. Wonder here if you know how you may go to Kulik the next inning anyway, if you might bring him in to give him this guy a different look to finish this inning.
Yeah. Burris, the last man DeYoung hasn't faced, and he grounds a base hit to left. Rounding third is Kearse, and Bub misses the ball. Kearse scores. Burris on his way to third.
He's going to score too.
He rounds third. Here comes the throw. Throw home is in time. He dropped the ball. A ground ball single to left and a 3-base error by Terrell in left field. And Burris comes all the way around to score. And the throw, by the way, home would have gotten him, but Fralick was not able to hang on to the ball. And it's 8-3.
Yeah, you can't have that. You can't make those plays. And I know you're trying to throw a guy out at the plate, but your first order of business is catch a baseball there for Bub. And look, that's two plays in left field he could have and maybe should have made in this game that have cost the Tigers runs.
Lackey takes a strike. It's 0-1. Lackey homered off of DeYoung in the second. 8-3 the score. Pitch. Swing and a miss and a nice changeup. Nothing in 2 quickly on the Georgia Tech catcher. So Auburn strands the bases loaded after getting them there with 1 out in the top of the inning, and Georgia Tech scores twice with 2 outs in the bottom of the frame. That's a big swing in the middle stages of this ball game. Pitch.
Yeah, now
low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
My thought was there, like, look, this guy in that situation. Do you give him another guy to look at right in that spot? Hey, it's water under the bridge now.
Yep.
Should have been a 1-run, just a single in 7-3 game.
Bub was looking up to try to make the throw, the pitch. Chopper left side. Guevara cuts in front, fields, and throws. High, Bingaman, he's safe. Throw was high, Bingaman couldn't get down in time, and Lackey beat it to first. And that'll be an error on Guevara. He had to cut in front of McCrane there.
Yeah, and had plenty of time.
Yep.
He just didn't make a good throw. Just didn't get underneath that one and let it sailed on him too much. And and I think Auburn's going to challenge at this point. I'm not. I don't know that Auburn came out of the dugout to challenge. Oh, yeah, I guess they did.
Auburn is challenging.
I don't know.
We don't have a monitor here, so
don't.
we can't see, but maybe they'll put it on the video board.
From the naked eye, I thought he was safe.
Yeah.
Looked like he beat it there. Listen, if you're Auburn, you've had 2 innings in this game where you just, I won't say falling apart, but you kind of lost some momentum that you had. And now, look, can you go and you got to score runs? We mentioned it. It was going to take it. Now the number's 9, and it may continue to rise. You're going to have to swing the bat if you're the Tigers.
So the official review continues. Auburn just trying to stop some momentum here and see if they could get this out and end the inning. If they can't, Lackey will be at first for Advincula. DeYoung continues to throw. I think the error by Terrell, and you can't do it, it's not an excuse. The reason it happened is because he was looking at the play at home. He was going to try to throw out Curse, and he lifted his head too early.
Absolutely.
Looking home to get ready to load up and make a throw.
Yeah.
And we've seen him. He already has 1 outfield assist at the plate this year.
Now, you have to be aggressive when you're coming to do it, but you got to catch the ball.
When you are aggressive like that, though, you leave an awful lot of room behind you if you don't make the play.
Absolutely.
And that's what happened with one of the fastest guys on the team.
Because Bristol Carter's played right of center a little bit.
Yeah.
And so Bristol Carter had to come all the way over because Bub was attacking the ball. By the time the ball got under his glove and it got to the fence, he was 100 feet away from the ball. And so it was then off to the races for Drew Burris.
Yeah. Ground ball, left side, high chopper. Guevara cut in front of McCrane. Threw on the run, threw high. Bingaman jumped off the bag to get it. And the call on the field, first base umpire Ryan Clark, was that Lackey, who has great speed, beat it down the line and touched the bag before Bingaman could get back down. Bingaman tried to swipe and tag, and he missed with the tag.
Taking a lot longer than I thought it would.
Very long time. Razor thin. Are they going to see enough? They don't confirm calls. They just make the call, out or safe. And we wait. Obviously, if this goes in Auburn's favor, it's the 3rd out of the inning, and they're out of it. Otherwise, the inning continues with Advincula, and DeYoung is throwing warm-up pitches to stay loose. They put a 2-minute timer on the.
I just never understand why these take so long.
They didn't go to a break, did they? They put a 2-minute clock up. Here comes the call. Umpires back out on the field. Runner is safe. So it's an error on Guevara. It's Auburn's second error of the inning. And Lackey is at first with 2 outs for Jaron Advincula. 0 for 2. He's lined out to left and he's bounced to second. And Everett Tiefert is out of the dugout, and Auburn will make a pitching change. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 8-3 Georgia Tech. Hits are even at 6 apiece. Auburn's made 2 errors. Tech has made 1. Tigers have left 6 on base, none for Georgia Tech. And the Tigers are going to the bullpen here. I wonder if this is Ethan
Hart.
Hart.
Like Garrett Brewer.
Or Brewer, all right.
I think. Let's see. It's definitely longer and leaner.
So Auburn makes a War Eagle Plus call to the bullpen.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
New pitcher for Auburn is Garrett Brewer. 6'3", 174, junior lefty, transfer from Michigan State. He's 1-2 on the year. Earned run average of 4 2/3, 4.66. 9 outings, 9 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 walks, 13 strikeouts. Team's hitting .256 against Garrett Brewer. Justice DeYoung, some valuable couple innings of work there for the true freshman. Brewer last time out against Alabama, 2 runs, no hits, 3 walks, couple of wild pitches. Not a great outing in the finale Sunday. Good for him, Jason, to get back out there, try to flush that one as quickly as possible,
Yeah.
and this is about as quickly as possible.
Listen, most of those numbers you read off have happened in the past 3 or 4 outings for Garrett Brewer, because early on he was nails. He was really good. For this Auburn team, that they need to see him find his rhythm again, because I think he's just been out of rhythm, out of whack a little bit. They need Garrett Brewer to be that attacking guy again. Come in, throw strikes, get downhill behind the fastball, and then play off the breaking stuff.
8-3 Georgia Tech leads at DeYoung. 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. 24 pitches, 16 strikes. He exits. Runner at first, his responsibility.
Watching Brewer in warm-ups, and like everything was a little bit up for him. Got to get the ball down in the zone and behind. As Butch Thompson likes to say, got to get behind it and the momentum towards the plate here for Garrett Brewer and throw strikes down in the zone.
How would the Burris run be earned? Advincula stands in.
It couldn't be yet.
Right. Okay.
It could
that
be.
Can change at the end of the
inning.
end.
Yes, it could be down the line, but
it's
yes,
a placeholder.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll update the final lines as once you can close the book on DeYoung. Throw over to first. Brewer, the lefty, against Advincula. Fires. And there's a swing and a foul tip into the mid. 0-1 the count. Brewer, the third pitcher of the night for Auburn. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 8-3 Georgia Tech. This top 11 matchup tonight under the lights. Pitch. High bouncing ball to Rembert at second. Chris Fields throws for the out, and the inning is over. So Brewer comes in, gets the ground ball, closes the door on the inning. Georgia Tech scores twice on 2 hits, 2 Auburn errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Yellow Jackets. Through 4, it's now 8-3 Georgia Tech. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes
Standby for broadcast.
Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Well, the next portion of the broadcast is brought to you by the number 5. We go to the 5th inning. Georgia Tech is going to use its 5th pitcher of the game, and Georgia Tech leads it by 5. Tigers down 8-3 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. And on for Georgia Tech is Brett Barfield, number 32, a senior from Cumming, Georgia, and a transfer from another ACC program, Florida State. He is 6'1", 215 pounds, senior left-hander. Barfield let's find him.
Is he disappearing?
I don't have Barfield in the stats.
Okay. All right. Well, it's another lefty. It's another lefty
there he is.
that Eddie Madrigal gets to face.
9 appearances, 1-0 with a save, a 2.35 earned run average, 2 runs, 6 hits, 7 2/3 innings, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts for Barfield. Eddie Madrigal gets it started for Auburn in the 5th. Pitch. Hopped up, back, and that'll get out of play.
Yeah, not much room here.
Yeah.
Well, if they
not right behind the plate. No.
If they wanted Madrigal to get left-handed at bats to get prepared, He's getting them tonight.
Yeah. Look, they're on their 5th pitcher.
It's the 5th, top of the 5th.
You're going to have opportunities to keep chipping
Auburn
away.
has had them.
Yeah.
You just got to take advantage of them.
They've stranded 6 through the first 4 innings. Madrigal 0-1. Slipped. Nearly hit him. You could see that out of the hand of Barfield not come out right. And the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Madrigal has struck out and flied to deep center. Pitch to him. Flied off to the left and back out of play. 1-2. Madrigal 4 for 15 since coming back from the injury in the fall. His first at bat in the finale against Texas was a double to right field. The 1-2 pitch.
No.
Check swing.
Good
It was
job.
low. He did not go. Will Posey confirms at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Madrigal has seen a lot of pitches tonight. He's worked the count all 3 at bats. Tigers down 5, looking for base runners in the top of the 5th. From the stretch, Barfield plants and fires. Chopped right side, 3 hops to the second baseman at Vincula. He throws up the line just a little bit, but Madrigal's out, 1 down. Auburn has not gotten the leadoff man on base tonight. They put even more pressure on the Georgia Tech pitchers when they start doing that in the back half of the ballgame. Here's Guevara. Guevara, an infield single off the pitcher's foot his last time. He's also flied to right field. Pitch clock down to 4. Madrigal deal. Nope, line on a hop to third. Zuckerman fields, throws, out. Boy, Barfield left it up a little bit, and Guevara hit it on the screws, but right at Zuckerman at third. 2 down. Loy faced 5 batters, got them all out.
Three of the 5 outs he has had have been on the first pitch, correct?
Well, 2 of the 3 from Loy, and now Barfield has come in and gotten the first 2. Yeah, 2 ground ball outs. And they have the last couple innings held this offense in check after Auburn loaded the bases with 1 out in the 3rd. Here's Bub Terrell, first pitch to him. Little bit out, I think, ball 1. Terrell, a homer to left in the second. He walked in the third. A couple of productive ABs for the sophomore left fielder. Bends his knees, left-handed hitter. 1-0 pitch. Big cut, high, shallow fly ball, left center. Center fielder Burris is over, makes the catch. Inning over, quick inning. Tigers in order for the second straight frame. 3 up, 3 down. Halfway home in Atlanta, it's 8-3. Georgia Tech leads it, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
Third-ranked Georgia Tech leads 11th-ranked Auburn 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Garrett Brewer back out there for the Tigers. He threw 2 pitches to get the last out in the fourth. He'll get the middle of the order in the fifth. Hernandez, Schmidt, and Zuckerman. The fifth inning is presented by Southern Union. Move seamlessly to Auburn to complete your bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the plains. Alongside Jason Caldwell, I'm Brad Law, Rush Chandler Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, Garrett Brewer got that last out in. I'd love to see him go a couple of scoreless innings, get his confidence back, because he's a guy that can really help you on the weekend.
No question about it. Here's Alex Hernandez, first pitch, swinging, fouls it up and over, right side out of play. No balls and a strike. Quinn Brackeen is in our Skyview studios tonight with some help. I don't know who's helping him, but we heard somebody other than Quinn a little while ago. And we're glad you're with us in the booth on YouTube, the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel, Auburn Athletics app. Great radio stations throughout Alabama. 0-1 pitch, high, 1-1.
93 there from Garrett Brewer.
Hernandez is 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. One of only a couple of Georgia Tech hitters without a hit or run scored tonight. The pitch missed inside. 2-1. Eight runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 1 stranded for Georgia Tech. 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and 6 stranded for the Tigers. Hits even at 6.
Correct.
There's a bouncing ball to short. McCrane gloves knee high and throws for the out. 1 down.
Yeah, 6 hits for each team. A couple of 2-run home runs, a 2-run double. The big error that allowed another run. I mean, look, those are the difference makers. Auburn had bases loaded, 1 out with a chance to get back into the game, down 3 runs and came up empty. That's the difference in this game tonight is the big swings, and it follows the pattern that we've seen from this team the last couple of weeks.
Here is Kent Schmidt, the first baseman. Left-handed batter, first pitch to him, missed the inside corner, 1-0. He walked and scored. Did Schmidt back in the second inning. He's also flied out to center field. Yeah, extra base hits are even at 3. Auburn with only 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
They've struck Georgia Tech out 3 times. There's a pitch fouled back, 1-1.
It's the big swings in big moments for Georgia Tech.
It's the timeliness and the fact that 2 of the runs that have scored by way of walks, and then you had the error that allowed the runs to score as well.
Auburn's home run solo, they got 2 2-run home runs.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, it's still just at the bottom of the 5th here.
Yeah.
Got 4 more at bats for the Tigers, but you got to hold them at 8.
1-1 pitch. Whoa, up and in. Backed Schmidt up. And no beef between Brewer and Schmidt. He just misplaced a fastball, 2-1. Georgia Tech with 6 in the second and 2 in the fourth. They bat here with nobody on and 1 out in the fifth.
Good pitch. Oh, I don't know where that missed.
Yeah, maybe a little out, maybe a little up. It's 3-1. Big difference in 3-1 and 2-2.
Huge.
It's the former.
Cannot give free bases.
From the stretch, Brewer off the left side of the rubber looks home and delivers. And he missed high, ball 4.
Yeah, it was. And look, that's been the other part of this. 2 of those runs came via walk, and now you walked a guy in front of Zuckerman, who hit one a mile early in this game.
Yeah, Schmidt walked ahead of Zuckerman's homer in the second inning. Schmidt walks here in the fifth. It's 8-3 Georgia Tech. Zuckerman has homered, and he's popped out to second. Brewer looks at the runner at first. And his first pitch to Zuckerman misses low, 1-0.
And we're talking about Brewer trying to find a rhythm. Brad, early in the game, early in the season, when he came into games, he looked like he was the most confident player on the field.
Yep.
He's not pitching that way right now.
Right.
And maybe some success will do that, but he is not snapping the ball.
Pitch high, 2-0.
And Chase Fralick going to the mound to talk to him. And look, he just doesn't look like the same guy he did earlier in the year. Velocity's still the same.
Yeah.
But it looks different. And he's got to find that.
So it's just the battery right now talking. As they do, we'll check the Yellowwood scoreboard. Other games in the SEC. Oklahoma leads Oral Roberts 3-0. They're in the top of the 8th in Tulsa. South Carolina leads Wofford 8-1 in Columbia. They're in the bottom of the 5th. It's Kentucky 7, Miami of Ohio 5 in the 5th in Lexington. Vanderbilt leads Belmont 7-1 in Nashville. Florida leads Jacksonville 3-1 in Gainesville in the 8th. Kansas leads Missouri 11-8 in the 8th in Columbia. Yellowwood scoreboard. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. Called strike. Top of the zone. 2-1 the count. Arkansas has come back to take the lead at Missouri State. It's 7-6. They're just in the bottom of the 4th. 2-1. Off the end of the bat, fouled back right side. The count even at 2-2. After the mound visit, Brewer's thrown a couple of strikes. That Arkansas team comes to Auburn. Tigers open a nice little homestand.
Absolutely.
Thursday. Be good to get back home. Team needs to be playing back in the home environment, friendly confines. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 92. Fastball just threw it right by the home run hitter Zuckerman.
And that looked more like the guy we saw earlier in the year that came into a game with the bases loaded, nobody out, and got out of a jam. If he can get some confidence, get a little bit of that heading back into SEC play again, this will be a big outing for him and for this Auburn pitching staff.
2 outs, 1 on, and Carson Kearse, the hitter. He's been on twice. He scored twice. He's walked and singled. First pitch, steer right.
Good breaking ball start there.
Little backdoor breaking ball.
Yep.
And it's 0-1. Bottom of the 5th inning, 8-3. Georgia Tech leads. The pitch. Fly ball right field. That is well hit. Kearse has left the ballpark. And he enjoyed watching it for a little bit, too. It's 10-3 Georgia Tech on Kearse's 3rd home run of the year. RBIs 24 and 25. His 3rd hit, or his 2nd hit of the ball game. And again, a walk in front of the home run makes it larger than it should be.
The 3rd time. 3rd time those guys have scored. And I'll tell you what the other part of this is, too. Like, when Georgia Tech makes contact, they hit the ball hard. Auburn is not making hard contact right now. When Georgia Tech hits it, it is flying, because that wasn't even close. Now, it is a shallow right center field. It wouldn't have mattered.
It's only 350 to right center.
It wouldn't have mattered.
But no, these are.
Yeah, so 10-3 now. And look, if you're Auburn now, you're in danger of I won't say this game ending early, but ending early in terms of innings. You got to do something.
10-3 the score. Here's Will Baker pitch. Strike, 0-1. Georgia Tech's third home run of the game.
All 2-run shots, right?
Yep. Pitch. There's a strike right through there, 0-2. The homestand coming up is Auburn's second longest of the year. They had the one that led into conference play that was a 9-game homestand. What's coming up is an 8-game homestand. Pitch. Downstairs, 1-2. This is crazy. After Auburn's upcoming 8-game homestand, they don't have 8 home games the rest of the year in the regular season.
No, it's not that balanced.
It is a backloaded road schedule for sure. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's lined into left center. It's slicing back toward Bub Terrell, who makes the catch for out number 3. And the inning is over. A 2-run home run by Carson Kearse. And Georgia Tech adds to the lead. 2 runs. That was the only hit of the inning. No errors and nobody left. Tigers trail 10-3 through 5. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn baseball coach Butch Thompson.
We've always been able to conquer or have a chance in our 10 years to win outside of that first year. But I think we got a chance to win the whole thing now because of all the things we're talking about. The build-up is greater, and I think last year's team's legacy will have a chance to manifest in 26, 27, 28. The support our people gave us, it gets the chance to manifest. The new Plainsman Park and everything that's happened, it gets a chance to show out here over the next few years. So this is awesome reflection, but I've never seen the job more urgent or more exciting or more pivotal in the history of our program than it sits right now.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Well, back at our place 2 weeks ago, Auburn manhandled Georgia Tech in front of what was at the time the largest crowd ever at Plainsman Park for a regular season game. Tonight, the third-ranked Yellow Jackets are trying to return the favor. They're on top 10-3. And as we go to the 6th, the new pitcher, Charlie Wilcox, a freshman out of Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, 6'3", 218. The right-hander, Wilcox, is on for the 7th time this year. 9 1/3 innings in 6 appearances, 15 hits allowed, 11 runs, 9 of them earned. He's walked 5, struck out 10. He's given up 3 doubles, a home run. He's hit 2 batters, thrown a wild pitch. Teams are hitting .333 against Charlie Wilcox, Willcox. Wilcox an earned run average of 8.68. He is the 6th pitcher for Georgia Tech. And Auburn will send the bottom third of the order up to face him in the 6th inning. Bingaman, Ballou, and McCrane. Tech not allowing the Auburn hitters to see anybody more than once.
No, and I think that's what you do in midweek games. And listen, they've done a good job over. They got another guy throwing. I think they'll do this. They'll get another guy another inning in this next frame. And
Brett Barfield threw a 7-pitch 5th inning to retire the side.
Yeah, and another part, Brad, is like this is a very different baseball team in this park.
Yep.
Somebody coming here for a regional, they'll host, and they'll be a national seed probably.
Bingaman.
Somebody coming here is going to have to bring their swinging sticks to win this game.
Bingaman's 2 for 2. He has 2 of Auburn's 6 hits. He takes ball 1 outside. 10-3, Tigers trail. Can they chip away here against Wilcox? From the stretch, the right-hander delivers. Breaking ball on the outside corner. It's 1-1.
Yeah, good slider there.
Big 6'3's got the stirrup socks. The old school look out there. Center fielder, couple steps toward right. Bingaman a pair of singles. Open stance for the freshman. Takes a breaking ball. Glanced by the outside corner. It's enough for strike 2. Auburn does not have a base runner since Bingaman's hit in the 3rd inning. They've not gotten the leadoff man at all on base tonight. We're in the 6th. The pitch. Fastball low. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hope to see you back Thursday night. Again, it's Easter weekend. You don't have a lot of games on Easter Sunday. A lot of Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. Ours is one of them. Hope you'll join us at the ballpark Thursday night at 6. Pitch to Bingham and swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a fastball, 94 and down.
94 and down. That's a really good pitch.
Yeah.
So after those 2 sliders, 94 down in the zone. And listen, hey, it's one baseball game.
Yep.
But you haven't played well. For Auburn, you need to build a little positivity heading into Thursday night here, these last few at-bats, and get something going. You may not win this game, but you need to show a little life and to start swinging the bat a little bit better here.
Cade Ballou is 0 for 2. He is grounded out and struck out. Against the right-hander, we'll see what he does. First pitch.
Ooh.
Just missed.
Backdoor breaking ball.
Somewhere, maybe a little out, 1-0. Ballou's average down to 222 with his 0 for 2 start. Pitch clock down to 6. And the fastball is low from Wilcox, 2-0. So Ballou has gotten in front. We've seen this Auburn offense be explosive a few times this year. Not a whole lot of crooked numbers up there, but you're down 7 in the 6th. You got plenty of time, but you need base runners. You don't need home runs at this point, not with the bases empty. Pitch missed inside. It's 3-0. And Ballou working on that as we speak.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. There's no such thing as a 7-run home run.
Yeah.
Couple of runners on, get them over, get them in. Stay within striking distance.
Shift is on against Ballou, 3-0. He's taking. It's a strike. It's 3-1. Auburn scored 3 times in the top of the 2nd inning. Georgia Tech answered with 6 in the bottom of the frame. They've added 4 more since then. They go into the full shift now. The 3-1, that's hammered out towards center field. Burris is back. He's going to have room, though. Backing up still, just on the warning track, he makes the catch.
Yeah, you got to hit the ball in. You got to hit the ball in the 350 power alley, not the 390 center field. And look, Auburn's hit 2 balls that would have been out easily had they been 40 feet to the right of where they were hit. Georgia Tech has hit 2 balls in those trees and playing opposite field, right center.
Brandon McCrane steps in, bases empty, 2 outs, 10 in a row retired by Georgia Tech pitchers. And the wind picks up, blowing out to left center. First pitch to McCrane, swing and a miss. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. (10-3) Georgia Tech. Here is the 0-1. Miss the outside corner with a fastball, 1-1 the count. Georgia Tech 10, Auburn 3. Top of the 6th inning. Yellow Jackets have out-hit the Tigers 7-6. McCrane has walked, stolen a base, and scored. He's also popped a second. He swings and misses the fastball. And now he's behind the ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Georgia Tech, when they're swinging at pitches, they're making hard contact.
Yeah.
And look, Auburn's hit the ball harder than they did earlier. They haven't lately, and they got to find something here to build on.
The 1-2 pitch to McCrane.
Right there.
Nope. Inside, ball 2. Whew. Breaking ball evens the count, 2-2.
Might have been a hair inside, but it was a pretty good pitch.
McCrane just doesn't look at strikes all that much. He's swinging, typically. And now a 2-2. On the way from Wilcox. Swung on, foul, tipped, and the catcher couldn't hang on. And got a piece of Vaughn. He was walking gingerly over to pick it up. Lackey, the catcher. McCrane with nobody on and 2 outs. Auburn looking for its first base runner since the 3rd. We're in the 6th. Tech pitchers have retired 10 in a row. And here's another 2-2 to the Auburn shortstop. Tapped foul. So McCrane still fighting. Now, just as hot as this team was 2 weeks ago, They're in a bit of a slump right now. It is a long way till Memorial Day.
Yes.
A long way.
Yeah, and absolutely. I mean, look.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Popped up, back, and will it get out of play?
Yeah,
it will get out of play. Into the seats. Bounces on those metal bleachers. Nearly up here to us. So that's 3 in a row that McCrane has fouled away. He's hanging tough. Seen an inordinate number of sweeps in the first 3 weekends of SEC play.
A lot
too.
Last weekend, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how quickly things can change because Florida was a team that got,
2-2 pitch. He went after one down in the zone. Swung on and missed. Wilcox wins the battle against McCrane. And for a 3rd straight inning, Auburn is retired in order. Auburn does not get anything done in the middle 3 innings offensively. We head to the bottom of the 6th in Atlanta. Georgia Tech 10, Auburn 3. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Let's be honest. Senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Auburn trails Georgia Tech 10-3. Yellow Jackets come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, and they'll do it against a new pitcher. It is Marcel Kulik, 6 feet, 200 pounds, sophomore right-hander out of Eastchester, New York. Transfer from Virginia Tech. 3 appearances, 2 2/3 innings, 2 runs on 3 hits, a walk, 4 strikeouts. Team's batting .273 against him. No record and an earned run average of 6 3/4. He struck out 4 batters in an inning and 2/3 against Texas, Saturday game of that series, and then turned in a scoreless inning against South Alabama a week ago tonight in Montgomery. That opened up this 5-game road swing for the Tigers.
It absolutely did. Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. Their spacious cancer center, patients can make cancer a distant memory instead of a distant drive. That's why East Alabama Health is Auburn's home field advantage.
So Kulik in there to face Brocious, Burris, and Lackey, 9-1 and 2 hitters. Brewer, an inning and a third, a 1 hit, 2 runs, a walk and a strikeout. Pitch high and outside to Brocious, 1-0. Brocious, a sacrifice bunt and a strikeout tonight. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, a fastball at 91 from Kulik. He lifts, plants, and fires, and it's popped up. Right side foul territory. Bingaman and Freilich coming on. Bingaman calls off the catcher and makes the grab in foul ground for the out.
The freshman is really aggressive on those plays.
Takes command
He goes
quickly,
and attacks
doesn't
the
he?
ball. He sure
Yep.
does.
You think his future's at first base, or you think they'll move him around on the infield?
I don't know. If you can find a guy that can do that, I think Magical obviously is a guy that you're probably more likely to play there some.
Yeah.
And I think, that may be an option. Look, he can play third. He can play the infield. He can play some
Play in
right
the
field, too. So I think, he's a guy, though, that you want to keep in the lineup. He's earned that spot right now.
First pitch to Burris is high, 1-0. Burris hit the ball to left 2 innings ago. It should have been an RBI single, but Terrell misplayed the ball. It rolled all the way to the wall, and Burris came around to score. Single and a 3-base error, and there's a straight curveball. Stayed a little high to Burris, 2-0 the count. 1 out, nobody on, 6th inning. It's 10-3 Georgia Tech.
It's a dangerous pitch right here.
He's looking fastball, isn't he? Here's the delivery. He got a breaking ball, and he was under it, and he fouled it out of play.
Yeah, because he tried to hit it to the MARTA station somewhere. And he's not very big, but he is a guy that's got some power, can really run. He killed it last year. He's 297 right now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him look up the end of the year and him be hitting 350.
He is 2 for 3 tonight, a double, single. He's driven in 3 runs, and he takes a strike on the outside corner, a fantastic pitch, a fastball, right on that outside corner. 2-2. He popped up to first in his first at bat, so 2 for 3. Raised his average up 10 points already tonight. Kulik looks home, comes set, pitch clock is at 3. The pitch. A little bit high.
A little up for Drew Burris, a guy that's not very big.
And the count is full. Arkansas series, 6 o'clock Thursday, 6 o'clock Friday, 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
If you come back breaking ball here, if you can get it down in the zone a little bit.
Payoff pitch. Popped up
good
off
good
the
job.
hands.
Fisted him with the fastball.
Just off the infield. Rembert back in shallow right. Second baseman puts it away. A couple of pop-ups for the first 2 outs in the 6th inning.
I like Kulik, what he's done his last couple of outings. He's done a good job.
Next week in the midweek, Jacksonville State comes to Plainsman Park. That's a Jack State team ranked in the top 25 if you haven't been paying attention. Auburn's in the middle of a stretch right now. 31 of the last 34 games of the regular season against ranked opponents. Pitch. Lackey swings and misses at the breaking ball. 0-1. Out early on a really sharp breaking ball. Lackey has reached on an error. He has homered, and he is grounded to third. The 0-1. Breaking ball, just missed a little in, 1-1.
Yep, little in or maybe a little up.
Yep. Back-to-back curveballs, straight curves from Kulik. Stretched by the Auburn reliever. The right-hander sends it in, misses outside with a fastball. It's 2-1. It's a shame Georgia Tech has kind of taken a stranglehold on this game because we mentioned early when Auburn was scoring 3 times.
Yeah.
There's a big crowd from Auburn.
Absolutely.
Here.
Just hadn't had a whole lot to cheer about
Now,
here lately.
They've had to be quiet over the last 4 innings or so. Bottom of the 6th inning, there's a swing and a miss at a sharp slider away, and it's 2-2. That pitch wasn't close at the end.
Yeah.
Really good pitch.
Because he thought, hey, it's going to be a fastball down and away, with a 2-1 count. And he's expecting fastball there. And now maybe he's expecting breaking ball, and maybe you come back fastball up like we've seen him get a couple of pop-ups.
2-2 from Kulik.
It was. Just pulled it a little bit. Yep.
Maybe a little out.
I think you go back to slider here.
He went full count to Burris, got the pop-up. Now he's gone full to Lackey. He's looking for the first 1, 2, 3 innings since the 3rd. And now the payoff pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. He went straight to the curve ball. And the inning is over. Kulik gets the strikeout of Lackey, a guy who doesn't strike out much. 3 up, 3 down go the Yellow Jackets in the 6th. Auburn trails 10-3. The 7th inning is next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Hall of Fame coach Kim Evans. Who called you from Auburn? What was the first contact that you had from your alma mater?
So the first contact that I ever had was a guy named Pat Dye. So I got to talk to Coach Dye and spend some time with Coach Dye a few years earlier. And talk to me about Auburn and coaching here. Just kind of one of those great drive around Auburn couple hours that I'll never forget. And his bird dog sat in my lap the whole time.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Seventh inning of the game, seventh pitcher for Georgia Tech. Carson Ballard is making his 8th appearance of the year. He's 2-0 with a 409 earned run average. 11 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, 13 strikeouts. Ballard has given up 3 doubles and a homer. He's hit 2 batters, thrown a wild pitch. Teams are only batting .238 against Carson Ballard. Ballard, tall right-hander. He looks taller than he is. He's 6'1", 195, out of Wesleyan High School in Alpharetta. He is a senior.
Yeah, and look, Georgia Tech's, it's pretty obvious what their plan was coming in. Once they went to the bullpen, they're like, we're just sort of going to show a different arm every night and every inning. They've got a bunch of different arms. They've been pretty good so far, and it's kept Auburn off balance.
Yeah, Auburn has seen 11 in a row retired. They don't have a hit since Bingham's single in the 3rd.
Yeah, and you're still you're
within
Tech,
reach.
Well, if Georgia Tech has 7 hits, you have 6.
Yep.
The bases. We'll go back to the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, 1 out, down 6-3. That's game time. That was the moment, and you didn't get any runs out of it.
Auburn does not have a base runner since they loaded the bases.
That's it. That's a deflating moment for a team, and it took the life out of them. And then
pitch
when
to
that
Carter's
happens,
a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, they come happens, and they come back and score 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and open it up. And
pitch. Carter takes it outside for a ball. 1-1 the count to Bristol. He is 1 for 3. A 2-run double in the 2nd. He's also grounded out, flied to center. Ballard kicks and fires and misses outside, 2-1. Interesting delivery for Ballard. He's got like a hitch in the kick on the upswing of the leg in the windup. Pitch home. Breaking ball, fouled off, right side, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was a deflating moment, but you know the coaches are asking this team, you got to respond.
Correct.
Much sooner.
No, you can't.
2-2 pitch.
You can't let that
bounced
define
up there.
a game, and it felt like that defined this moment. And look, that's because of what happened last weekend.
Yeah.
It's because of your struggles at the plate. You're going like, well, here we go again. Didn't feel that way in the 1st inning or the 2nd inning.
3-2. Here's the pitch. Nearly hit him. It was up and in. It's ball 4, and Auburn has the leadoff man on base for the first time tonight. Let's see if they can
score
get
a couple of runs here.
Yeah, get something started with the top of the order against the 7th pitcher of the game for Georgia Tech. And up to the plate is Chase Freilich, a guy who's been on twice. He's 1 for 2. He's doubled, walked, and grounded to first. They start in the shift.
Like I said, no matter what happens, it'd be great to see some hard hit balls.
Yeah.
And Eric Guevara had one.
Pitch to Freilich, lifted foul, left and back, 0-1.
But it's, not a lot of hard contact for the Tigers tonight. Chase Freilich had one early on. Be nice to start seeing some line drives here to finish this game.
The 0-1 to the Auburn catcher. Breaking ball, missed a little up, 1-1 the count. Whether you're planting a tree or tackling a backyard project, don't risk a penalty. You can do that by contacting 811 before you dig to get those underground utilities marked for free. 1-1 to Freilich. Breaking ball swung and missed. Thought he had a hanger. 1-2. Visit AL811.com or call 811. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Count in Ballard's favor. A ball and 2 strikes. Carter gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Swing, lifted foul up to the left, out of play. And so some new baseballs for Micah Holman, the home plate umpire.
Yep,
and we'll do it again.
Yep, Chase Freilich going to battle. That's who he is. That's what he does. He's a guy that has a good 2-strike approach, and obviously down in the count here. Got a lot of room on the left side. Last time he rolled one over, and he is trying his best to hit the ball to the left side right now.
1-2 pitch. High. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Auburn has drawn 4 walks, and offensively they've struck out just 4 times.
Yeah, no, they put the ball in play for the most part.
2 of those were the last inning.
Yes.
2-2 to Freilich. Fouled back. Stayed down on the breaking ball, fouled it away.
Yeah, he does not want to roll over one. And so that was, this ball is not going to go to the right side swing right there.
It's the full shift with 2 strikes.
Get another fastball up, even if it's up a little bit. That's one you can poke the other way.
2-2. Fastball or breaking ball swung on and missed. Fralick mad at himself, so he goes back to the dugout. 1 away. And now here's Chris Rembert.
And that's a breaking ball that's right over the heart of the plate.
Yep. Rembert is 0 for 3. He has seen 4 pitches tonight. First offering. Swung, lifted, right field. On comes Hernandez. He makes the catch.
He is 0 for 4 with 5 pitches.
2 away. And here comes Eddie Madrigal. 0 for 3. A strikeout, a fly out, a ground out for Eddie.
He gets to face a right-hander. That's the positive news for Eddie Madrigal tonight.
Sure. They start in the shift against him immediately. Tigers still looking for the first hit since the 3rd. Pitch right through there for strike 1.
93.
Tigers trail 10-3. A run on, or a man on, 2 outs, 7th inning. The pitch gets away from the catcher. It was outside, not far enough. Carter stays at first. It's 1-1 to Madrigal. Only one player on the left side of the infield for the home team. 1-1 pitch. High and outside, 2-1.
Really impressed by his presence at the plate. Like I said, for a guy that hasn't had many at-bats. Like, put a good swing on one earlier, drove it all the way to the base of the wall in center field. Like to see him start to kind of build some things. Backdoor breaking ball. It must be pretty good to the lefty.
Swung on and missed. It's 2-2.
Because Fralick swung through one as well.
Runner at first, a leadoff walk to Carter. He's still there with 2 down, and the 2-2 pitch. Madrigal swings and misses, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left for Auburn. 7th inning stretch time in Atlanta. It's 10-3. Georgia Tech. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Well, Georgia Tech trying to return the favor after Auburn controlled the game at Plainsman Park 2 weeks ago. Tonight, Auburn scored first with 3 runs in the top of the 2nd inning. Georgia Tech answered with 6 in the bottom of the 2nd. A couple of 2-run home runs. They've hit 3 2-run home runs tonight. Carson Kearse added another in the 5th. Georgia Tech with 10 unanswered runs, and the Yellow Jackets lead 10-3 as they come to bat in the bottom of the 7th. Advincula, Hernandez, and Schmidt against Marcel Kulik. Defensive change for the Tigers. Brandon McCrane is out of the ballgame. Todd Clay enters the game at 3rd base. Guevara goes from 3rd to short. That's the only defensive change. Advincula, the batter. He's 0 for 3. He's lined out to left and grounded out to 2nd twice. He takes a slider inside for ball 1 to open the 7th.
Yeah, see if Kulik can back up what he did the last inning. Located fastball, breaking ball was good. He's building on some things if he can keep going.
Pitch misses up and away. It's 2-0.
Let's see, be the next option for the Tigers. We'll have to probably see somebody else here eventually, as long as Georgia Tech doesn't add to the lead.
Kulik delivers. Breaking ball in for a strike. That's been a good curveball tonight.
Yeah.
2-1.
Ethan Harden was down earlier. That's probably the next guy in the bullpen. Looks like a lefty down there right now.
Advincula has seen his average dip to an even 400. And he pulls one right side into right field. It'll be back above 400 now. Misplayed by Ballou, and Advincula is going to go to second base. My goodness. It's a single by Advincula, and the error in right, Auburn's third error of the game, puts Advincula in scoring position. That's
this concentration.
It is.
It's
It's
a lack
just
of
a
concentration.
routine play.
Yeah, no, that's what happens. Look, he went down to a knee.
Yeah.
To catch that ball, and it still bounced off his glove. And look, look, it's just simple concentration, and there'll be a little soul searching after this one. This is a little bit different because of the way this one's happened, because
Hernandez
of some mistakes you've made, some of those things.
Hernandez takes a strike. It's 0-1. Hernandez, the right fielder, he's 0 for 3. A strikeout, a bounce out, a couple of ground outs. Once to second, once to short. Pitch home. Breaking ball. Stee right 2. Another curveball. It's 0-2. Ten runs on 8 hits and 3 Auburn errors. Pitch from Kulik. Curveball.
Oh, man. I don't know where that one missed. It must have been a hair low.
1-2 the count.
Yep, Braden throwing several key walks, and a couple of walks in front of the 2 of those home runs, another walk that scored as well, and it adds up to a game that looks way out of reach, even though the hits aren't that much different.
1-2, lined into right center field. That's a base hit. Advincula comes around to score. Carter down to get it. Throw comes into second base. It's an RBI double for Hernandez. His first hit of the game is a double. And Georgia Tech leads at 11-3. And now here's Kent Schmidt, and a home run ends the ballgame.
Yeah.
Auburn baseball brought to you in part by Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. Wind Creek Casino, find your winning moment. Pitch, strike 1. Wind picks up. That's hammered. Go past Rembert into right center field. Hernandez had to hold up. They'll wave him around.
No, he held him.
Now they held him up. They windmilled him at first and then held him up, wisely so. It's a single for Schmidt. And they're teeing off this inning on Kulik.
Yep. Missing up and not as much velocity. The velocity has fallen off for him.
Conecuh Sausage, the official sausage and hot dog of your Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage, game day favorite, always great on the grill. Pick up a pack at your local grocery store. Visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen off I-65 at exit 96. And here's Everett Tieford. He is out of the Auburn dugout. And that is likely the end of the line for Kulik. Had a really good 6th inning. Got him 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. Then has given up single, double, single here in the 7th. And Kulik's night is done. And now with the game in the balance, or at least an early end in the balance, runners at the corners, the run that would end the game is at first. Auburn makes a War Eagle Plus call to the bullpen.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
The new pitcher for Auburn is Ethan Harden. 6 feet, 180 pounds, a redshirt junior lefty out of Franklin, Tennessee, transfer from Belmont. 4 outings this year, no record, an earned run average of 6.75. 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Teams are batting .333 against Ethan Harden. He pitched in the finale against Texas 9 days ago, a third of an inning, 3 pitches. He recorded an out. He gave up 2 runs to Youngstown State on the finale of opening weekend. Since then, 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. His ERA was 27 after the Youngstown State game. He's brought it down to 6 3/4, so Tigers hoping for another stop here out of Harden. And he comes in big-time traffic. This is Atlanta traffic here. Runners at the corners, nobody out. In the bottom of the 7th, with the Tigers trailing 11-3. After the game, Jason Caldwell down on the field for interviews during the Regions Bank postgame show. Here's the pitch. Swing, ground ball, too short. Guevara flips to second for 1, on to first, double play. Harden comes on and gets a double play ball from Ryan Zuckerman. Hernandez scores. That makes it 12-3. But now the bases are empty and there are 2 outs. So Guevara just moved over to short and he starts the 6-4-3 double play. Now here's Carson Kearse. He's been on base all 3 times. He's walked, he's singled, he has homered. Wind blowing across from right to left. First pitch to Kearse is a called strike, 0-1.
Yeah, wind has been in and out. It's back up blowing again.
Yep. 12-3 Georgia Tech. Zuckerman with his 3rd RBI of the game. Kearse fouls it up the right side into the Auburn bullpen. Quickly, 0-2. Harden trying to get out of the inning and give Auburn a chance to hit in the 8th. The lefty off the wind, delivers, and misses up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball at 91. Harden really good his last 3 times out. Limited pitch counts. He's been under 20 each of his last 3 outings. 1-2. Lifted foul, right side. Bingaman gives it chase. It is a couple of rows into the seats. There where the students have gathered. Some of the students have left. Some of the chairback fans have gone home too.
Yeah, no, much like Auburn a couple weeks ago, people stayed to enjoy the victory, and the Georgia Tech fans are still pretty much here, even though it's, 9:36 their time.
1-2 pitch. Fastball, fouled sharply right side, out of play.
91 mile an hour there from Ethan Harden. If he can continue to have that velocity, he's got good breaking stuff. It'd be great for Auburn to find another quality lefty to be able to use on some weekends here moving forward.
Even if it's just a batter.
Absolutely.
Or 2 batters. You get a couple lefties in a row. Pitch.
Yep.
Missed outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's what you're looking for, especially in this game tonight and your midweeks down the stretch in conference play. You got to win weekends.
Correct.
In SEC play. So can guys develop for those? Here's the 2-2.
Good.
Miss low.
That's a good pitch right there, though.
Yep. 3-2. Didn't get the chase from Kearse. Will Baker, the DH, would be next. There are 2 outs in the inning. And the payoff pitch to the right-handed hitting Kearse. Harden looks in, gets the sign from Freilich, rocks and fires. And it's topped out in front of the plate. Harden fields and throws. Got him at first. Well played by Harden. Pounced off the mound to glove it, and he came in and put out the fire. Gave up a run on the double play ball, but keeps Auburn's hopes alive. They at least get a chance to come to bat in the 8th inning. We'll see what pitcher Georgia Tech runs out there. It's 12-3. Tigers trail as we go to the 8th inning. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for a street legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off Opelika Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville, they've been raising the bar since 2012 in golf car sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Cars is full service for all your golf car needs, and they offer pickup and delivery, carrying brands such as EasyGo, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCars.com today and drive different. Drive Diamond.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
New pitcher means, or rather new inning means a new pitcher for Georgia Tech. Number 20, Caden Spivey, is the 8th pitcher for the Yellow Jackets. He's a senior out of Vidalia, Georgia, and a transfer from Notre Dame. Spivey, a right-hander, 6'2", 193. 7 outings, 8 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 8 runs, 9 walks, 12 strikeouts, 3 doubles, a homer. Team's hitting .324. Spivey carries a whip of 2.3 and an earned run average of 8.31.
Yeah, listen, put up a crooked number here, and at least, like I said, search for something positive in this moment here for Auburn's offense. Brad, just saw a stat on Georgia Tech's their social media. This is the 18th time in 28 games that they've scored 10 or more runs.
Yeah,
that's pretty remarkable.
All right, here is Eric Guevara. Auburn does not have a hit since the 3rd. The pitch. Inside, ball 1. Hit, walk, hit batter, whatever at this point.
Yeah, and like I said, put some hits together and start to get a little bit of a feeling.
First, or rather, 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. That's low. It's 2-0.
That was pretty
Guevara.
nasty breaking ball, though.
Yeah. Guevara 1 for 3. Single, fly out, ground out. Spivey from the stretch delivers and gets a fastball strike. 94, 2-1. They have a lot of guys that they use regularly.
Yeah, this is not out of the ordinary for them to do this type of thing.
2-1. Fastball line caught by the second baseman Advincula.
Of course.
Leaping catch. That's as good a catch as you'll see anywhere. I mean, he got way off the ground to make that catch on a pogo stick. Man. 1 out.
I mean, Guevara's hit the ball really hard twice.
Yep.
Once the third baseman made a good play, and then that's an incredible play right there. I mean, you don't hit a ball much harder than that one.
No, that's just tip of the cap. Outstanding play. Bub Terrell takes the ball low, 1-0. Arkansas came back to lead Missouri State. Pitch to Terrell, misses outside, 2-0. It was 7-6. Then Missouri State took a 9-7 lead. They're now in the bottom of the 6th in Springfield. Missouri State leads Arkansas 12-10.
I'm looking over there. Southern LSU tied at 6.
2-0 pitch. Yep. Called strike at the knees. 2-1. Jacksonville beat Florida tonight 4-3.
I mean, Florida goes on the road and sweeps Arkansas and loses at home tonight to Jacksonville 4-3.
Midweek games are a little different, aren't they?
It's tough.
Texas State leads Texas. Swing and a miss by Terrell at 1 up and away. 2-2 the count. Texas State leads Texas 5-4. They're in the bottom of the 6th in Austin.
And listen, I think everybody except for LSU, and I can't remember who they're playing, everybody else plays Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you're looking at some SEC teams that aren't going to throw some arms, and there's a lot more runs being scored tonight.
Kentucky trails Miami of Ohio 10-9. There's a swing and a miss by Terrell. Went after back-to-back high fastballs. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. And now Ethan Bingham to the plate. Bingaman has 2 of Auburn's 6 hits. Auburn had 6 hits through the first 3 innings. Pitch to Bingaman. Called strike at the knees. 0-1. It has just been all Georgia Tech since Auburn missed a chance to
really
come close or tie it in the third.
And honestly,
here's the pitch.
It's been all Georgia Tech since a 1-out walk in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah,
that
that's right.
1-out walk, nobody on. The entire complexion of this game changed because you got a 2-run home run after that, and everything felt different from that moment on.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Bingaman the batter. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball just missed a little bit high or in. 1-2. Sharp break.
Yeah, no, he's got a pretty nasty breaking ball there.
Bingaman 2 for 3, 2 singles and a strikeout. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. Auburn has struck out 6 times in the last 3 innings. 12-3 Georgia Tech. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
All right, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Georgia Tech sends the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate against Ethan Harden. Georgia Tech leads at 12-3. They're trying to even up the season series, the home and home. They lead at 12-3. A run in the bottom of the 8th would end it. And as we start the inning, Butch Thompson's trying to get the attention of the home plate umpire, Micah Holman. Taylor Belza has entered the game behind the plate.
Making sure they got him checking in. I think that's what it was.
So Belza, the catcher, the freshman, behind the plate. We saw Todd Clay enter defensively last inning. And Belza behind the plate as we open the 8th. First pitch, breaking ball high to Will Baker. 1 ball, no strike.
Bell's a guy they're really high on. Like, we've seen him swing the bat, got a home run this year. Guy they really believe is kind of the future after Chase Freilich at the catcher position.
Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Baker. Baker tonight has singled and scored. He has struck out and flied to left. No other changes defensively. 1-1. Sliced foul off to the left. A ball, 2 strikes. Baker hitting from the left side. Harden is the 5th pitcher of the game for Auburn. We'll run through the final lines for the other guys after the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to short. Guevara gloves, pats, throws, out. 1 down. Chatterton got the start. 5 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks. Both walks came home to score. Gave up a double and a homer. Justice DeYoung first out of the pen, 2 innings. 3 runs, 2 earned on 3 hits. Garrett Brewer, an inning and a third, 2 runs on a hit and a walk. Marcel Kulik, 2 runs on 3 hits in 1 inning. And now Ethan Harden has retired everybody that he's faced. An inning and a third. Caleb Daniel, the pinch hitter for Georgia Tech, the left-handed hitter.
Oh.
He swings and drives one to right. That is deep, and that is gone. And Georgia Tech wins it. Daniel, first pitch swinging, a pinch hit home run. And Georgia Tech wins it in 8 innings tonight by the final score of 13-3. Yellow Jackets score 13 unanswered after Auburn scored 3 in the top of the second. Yellow Jackets with 13 straight, and they win it. Georgia Tech improves to 23-5. Auburn falls to 20-8. And they get ready to head home for an 8-game homestand. Final score, 13-3 in 8 innings. We'll get all of our local breaks in before we start our post-game programming. Stay with us. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chaffee's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now.